Hello, everyone. Greetings. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's afternoon. How's everyone doing? Oh, Cher's here. And PH is here. Hey, everyone. It is I, Trooper SJP. And this is the Academic Foxhole. And it's Saturday. And it's Dragon Age Inquisition Saturday because, as Krellin points out in our Discord, because we have a Discord and it's awesome, this is the game that never ends. It never ends. I think, but really though, I actually think we're honing in on ending. Like we are on our way there. Hey everyone, it has begun. I'm sorry, I just laughed because I just read Krellin's comment, and Krellin says that he wants to punch this game in the face, and and that just sort of makes me laugh because I'm just now imagining Krellin grabbing the game, which is like this sort of like, I don't even know what that means, and then punching it in the face, and that makes me laugh. So let's see, what are my options? Press the option. Oh, I've got to connect to the Dragon Age server. It's cool. You might only get the microphone. No, I think I'm back. Broadcasting gameplay and microphone audio. So now, right now, you may not be able to see me. No, you should be able to see me now. Now we're good. Today's alternate title, still Hakkon and still Hakkon and Slash on. Yeah. That feels very metal to me. I like that. Oh, but you know, I'll say the thing about I will say something about being in a foxhole. Digging a foxhole is not always the greatest thing in the entire world, but being in a foxhole is sometimes not bad. Like, when you're there at dawn or dusk, and so like dawn or dusk are the most dangerous times to be in a foxhole, because that's the most likely time the enemy is to attack because of visibility issues. But I find dawn and dusk in a foxhole to be really sometimes some of the nicest times in the foxhole. Or like early evening, like being in the foxhole at like 3 in the morning when you're super tired is not the best time to be in a foxhole, or if it's like super cold and rainy, that's kind of miserable. But if the weather's pretty decent, and you're in the foxhole, and you've got your battle buddy on the side, and you're both leaning up against the edge of your foxhole, scanning your sector, and like you can like hear nature. That can be really nice. Like, there can be something really nice about just being in that foxhole in certain moments. And certainly, like, during the day, when you're not really on patrol, you're not doing a lot of watch, you're just sort of hanging out, smoking and joking. That can be really nice, too. Ice Bunny! How are you? Welcome in. Everyone, this is really important. If you all see Crit Witch, you have to tell me immediately, because Crit Witch needs his name game. So tell me, if anybody sees Crit Witch lurking in here, or Crit Witch shows up in any way, let me know so that I can serenade Crit Witch. This is important. Yes. So yes, there's something actually very nice and actually bunkers are even better than foxholes, because bunkers you can sit down in and sort of relax. And I sort of think of our foxhole being almost like a bunker, because I feel like there's a lot of us, and we've all been digging for a while, and we've just made this foxhole into something sort of massive. No, smoking and joking is a phrase that we use in the army. It doesn't mean actually smoking. I mean, I suppose some people smoke. I don't smoke. But the smoking and joking is like a phrase you use in the army to mean hanging out, right? It's not literally smoking. It's not literally smoking. It is, I think other phrases that mean the same thing would be shooting the shit, smoking and joking. What other phrases? What other sayings mean the same thing as sort of hanging out and talking with your buddies? Shooting the shit, smoking and joking. I feel like I could be more centered. All right. Shooting the shit, smoking and joking, jabberjawing. It means hanging out, right? It means hanging out, and it just means hanging out. Hanging out and talking with your buddies, you know, what is this? Oh, hey, we've got a new mission, everybody. We've been just gathering materials all this time, but I decorated my holly for Halloween, and made the candy baskets for the kids. So that's awesome, Ice Bunny. I wonder if the tradition of going around and getting candy from people, like for Halloween, like how widespread is that? This is a question I have. Like, how many countries do this? I want to know, because I don't know. Look, we have a new mission, everyone. While historical documents shed light on Oriana's time as Inquisitor Meriden's companion, little is known of her early life in Orzammar. The Orzammar Shaperate contains an immeasurable wealth of knowledge pertaining to Thetis' past. Professor Kenrick has made several requests to study their records, all of which were denied. As an ally of the Inquisition, Orzammar may be more willing to answer a petition from Skyhold. This is a little petition. What do we have? Liliana says information for information. Then I have reports on cart activity that the king may find interesting. And Josephine says, we can send ambassadors to Orzammar to make the request. The right gifts to the right people may expedite the process. We're going to go information for information, because we're super spy-y. We like it. Liana's going to do that. Let's see. What do we have here? Shoot. Oh, thank you. That's good. Thank you, Paladin Hunk. Shooting the breeze, shooting the shit, smoking and joking, jabberjawing. I'm smoking, so I am the last to be shocked. Oh, I don't. Yeah, thank you, PH. I thought it was a U.S. thing, too. I thought that, like, of course, in the U.S., we are sort of told that this is like this old ancient holiday or whatever, and we get these stories told about Halloween, how, other people did it and all of this business. Sweden and Scotland both have trick-and-treaters, but it's not as huge as in the U.S. Oh, that's interesting, Javal. Javai. Yeah, because we always sort of get these stories that it is, right, this sort of ancient tradition that everybody does all the time, but I was pretty sure that it had a lot to do with candy companies, and that it actually wasn't this sort of ancient tradition that is pan-European. So, yeah. But it's totally taken from the U.S., at least in Sweden. Oh, that's so interesting. Denmark does it for circa 10 years, and we used to wrestle at Fasching in February, where also beat the cat out of the barrel. That's kind of like piñatas with a wind barrel. Yeah. So yeah, I really got the impression that Halloween, as it's celebrated, is really a U.S. thing.
What we have.
Like that was the sense that I got. And, I think that's really interesting. I hope people aren't super angry. From Google. Ooh! PH has given us Google. I'm so excited. In Britain and Ireland, the tradition of going house to house collecting food at Halloween goes back at least as far as the 16th century, as have the tradition of people wearing costumes at Halloween. Oh. So, this isn't just a U.S. thing. This is... I know that Scottish jack-o'-lanterns were made with turnips, I think, and they're super creepy scary, so that's kind of exciting. If you should all Google, like, Halloween turnips, something, or like carved turnips, and find pictures of them, because... Why am I whistling today? Because they're super creepy, and I think people should see super creepy Halloween jack-o'-lanterns. Halloween turnips, Halloween turnips? Anyway, they're super creepy, and you should see them, because I'm just trying to tell you. We, however, are going to go back to the Jaws of Hakkon, which are over here. And we're really, Look, we have done so much with the Jaws of Hakkon. We've really done a whole lot. What is this? We can just return there. And what else do we have to do? I mean, we've done most everything. Oh, yeah. I mean, who doesn't love just a little creepy? Oh, and there's a thing we've got to do there. We've got to explore that cave. So, we got a thing here. We got a thing up there. We haven't been able to unlock these doors, so we've got to get back there. And we do need to figure out what this is and actually get to our mission, which is down here, which is the actual point of the whole thing that we've been avoiding. And in Southland, you go around New Year's Eve to do Rumpelpot, where you sing a song for the most cheapster folks ever, and that's why I let the kids have 2 candies, and I also have non-candy. I think that there are a lot of sort of interesting traditions like Foshing, and I don't think we haven't finished Cassandra yet. We will finish her. It's fine. Confirm. In Sweden, I want to say asking for candy like that is traditionally more associated with Easter. But not just random costumes, just a certain kind of witch that isn't really seen as a proper witch. See, that's really interesting. There's a holiday where the Dutch go door to door, but it's not Halloween. See, I think this is really interesting that there are sort of traditions that are related, but they don't work the same way, right? Like, you know, Fasching in, you might have costumes in Fasching in Germany, and you might have people dress, like there's a Hexentage, so these witches' days. So there's all these, they have nothing to do with Halloween. So it's just interesting to me how right, our traditions sort of work differently, and what traditions we have and what traditions we don't. And of course, everyone says that Santa Claus was just made up by Coca-Cola. Not that Santa Claus was completely made up by Coca-Cola, because the figure did sort of exist before, but the codification of Santa Claus, the sort of standardizing him into the red costume and all of that, is apparently just like Coca-Cola's marketing. And I think that's interesting too. Also, I think like Mother's Day, we have a lot of holidays we made up in the US that seem to be all about various kinds of...
Keep me in suspense. Your haunted stare speaks plainly of an encounter with the Nox Morta.
Yeah, so let's tell me about the Nox Morta.
Tell me about the Nox Morta.
Mere scraps of knowledge gleaned from bloodstained papers.
Yeah, right. That's totally Coca-Cola.
Shadow lurking in the darkest places. Silence pays it fame, concealing its odd bulk until a stretched mouth picks its prey. Of course, some of my colleagues deem the piece a mere fancy.
So what is the name of this, there is a lot of, so I lived in, Bavaria when I lived in Germany, which is, I lived in Augsburg, which is in Bavaria, it's Bavaria, Swabia, Bavarian Swabia, and, we got all these Catholic holidays, but then also we got some Protestant holidays because Augsburg was where the peace between the Catholics and the Protestants, was signed. The Friedensprozess from Augsburg. And so in Germany, I think Germany gets more holidays than most countries, and whether you get Catholic or Protestant holidays depends on which state you live in. And Bavaria gets both Catholic and Protestant holidays, so they get more holidays than the other German states. And then Augsburg gets one more holiday than the rest of Bavaria because of the Augsburg Friedenstag. And so everything was always closed in Augsburg. Augsburg was like always having holidays. But the kind of holidays you have were so interesting because they were not necessarily holidays that I knew anything about in the US, and that was always really interesting. There's an old news item about kids making crafts for this holiday. Isn't Catholic Germany having 3 holy kings go around and sing, but Santa is Nicholas, a holy guy from Turkey who's a protector of sailors and kids? So we have the Three Kings Day in Germany. I'm saying we as if I'm German. I'm only German on the inside. There is Three Kings holiday. There is also a day where Saint Nicholas comes around, but that day is not like he's the guy from Turkey with the protector of sailors and kids. No, this is when you get Saint Niklaus coming around with Knecht Ruprecht. And Knecht Ruprecht is a guy who will just beat you. So Santa Claus comes around, I think on the 6th or whatever it is, with Knecht Ruprecht, which is like Knight Ruprecht the Knight, and they go around together, and if you're a good little boy or girl, he'll like give you hazelnuts or whatever it is, or, you know, nut, some kind of nut. And if you're a bad little boy or girl, then Knecht Ruprecht will beat you. So, yeah, right? So, thank you for saying I'm allowed to say we. And apparently in some of the little villages, you actually would have somebody come and dress up as both Niklaus and Ruprecht and beat children. You know, in like little villages in Bavaria.
Is the Noxmorda a bog fisher by any chance? A large, aggressive bog fisher.
Bogfisher. That quaint nomenclature inadequately describes its lesser kin. And here is whom they must serve.
Why didn't you...
I told them, to have proof of its existence, minds shall be enlightened. So when enlightenment comes at the cost of such fearful truths, I must wonder at its tone. Permit my humble gratitude to reflect the risk taken, your worship. Where's Dunnage? Let's draft a letter to the universe.
Oh, well, I'm glad we solved the bogfisher problem.
Inquisitor.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, the old standard traditions are often quite dark, right? Actually, a lot of old traditions are pretty dark, but I suppose that's what happens when people die all the time, and the whole entire world is scary. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, back in the day, like, there were all sorts of things could kill you in the woods, and people died, there's black plagues, and I just feel like it was, you know, it just wasn't the best. You didn't have a lot of control over your environment, and I imagine that gives way to a lot of darker sort of traditions. Santa Claus, when he comes around when the kids are really bad, Black Peter puts them in his sack and takes them back to Spain. Oh, wow. Our Santa is called Yulmand, and everyone knows he's from Greenland. Your Santa's from Greenland. That's exciting. Gang, we just finished one mission already. We're going to finish this one. We're going to pop over. Like, I just feel like we are on top of things, and we're going to finish Jaws of Hakkon today, and then we just have the Exalted Plains to do. And we do that. I feel like we are going to end this game real soon. By the way, I need to tell you all that I'm going to a conference the 9th through the 12th. It's our national conference, the American Musicological Conference, and I am going there because I am presenting sort of, not exactly twice, but I'm presenting once, and then I'm moderating a panel. So I will not be able to stream those 2 days, the Thursday and Saturday, the 9th, Thursday the 9th and Saturday the 11th. I can't stream those 2 days, and I cannot make it up beforehand because I'll be madly getting ready for the conference, but I will try to find a way to make it up to you all some slightly other time. What are we looking for? So I need to head south to explore this cave. Alright, so we're looking to go south, everyone. What do we have? Whew. That sure beats Santa Claus being from Spain. Greenland was a Danish colony and it's cold there. We're going to end this game. I know. So no, but I actually really think we will be ending it real soon this time. I really do. This time I think we'll be ending it soon. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, didn't you say that last year? And the answer is no, I didn't actually say it last year because, you know, but now I think, ooh, a sword? That's cool. And a schematic for a battle axe. That's cool. Just finished a new quest, everybody. Why are my friends on the outside? Let's see, by the way, if this sword will be better for Cassandra than what she's currently wielding. Which, probably not, because that is a really good sword. Yeah, nope. She's got the best going on. I try to work it. What are we working for? Peace, love, comfort? No, but we really will. Honestly, I don't know when. I mean, you know what would be really cool if by the time we get to the new year, we are in a new game. I don't know if that's possible, because it is the end of October, and we only have 3 sessions in November, but, you know, maybe we can. I believe that we might be able to, maybe, by the end of this calendar year, we'll have finished this game. In Sweden, Santa's a bit weird, as he's called tomte, but that is also what we call garden gnomes. Oh, that's interesting. and in folklore, that is also the name of small-like gnomes helping you at the farm in secret if you feed them and stuff, but ruin stuff for you if you don't feed them and take care of them. Oh, that's so interesting. You know, side note, because we were talking about RPGs the other day, and there's been a lot of good RPG talk happening recently. Let's see, we want to head, I think, due east, because there are things happening due east that might be interesting. I don't know all what they are, but I think we should figure them out. So here's what I think is actually really interesting. This is just my opinion on interesting things. I will tell you what I think is interesting. I think it would be really interesting. Actually, you know, I own the game Shadows of Esteren, and I should probably run it at some point in time, because it's trying to go for a slightly more... It's a fantasy setting, but it's a bit more horrific of a fantasy setting. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, okay. Well, we need to find a way there. I suppose it looks like we can get through this pass this way. Lakeside Road, here we go. Good RPG talk is life, yes. So, Shadows of Esteren, which did we look? It looks like there's something exciting up here that I don't know if I can get access to, but now I clearly want to, and we can totally do it. Here we go. Come on, climb. Okay. I feel like we have a new astrarium. No, we don't have a new astrarium. We have one of those find shards things, which is fine. We'll do it. So what I wanted to tell you all was Shadows of Esteren aims to be a fantasy RPG that's a bit more scary, I suppose is the best way to put it. A bit more... just a bit scarier. And I need to run it. I played it. I did actually play Shadows of Esteren at Gen Con, but I don't feel like I really got a good sense, like a full-on good sense of how the game plays. Although it's really interesting. It's actually, what's really cool, let's see, what do we have here? What's really cool about Shadows of Esteren, I think, is they have 5 stats, I think, but the stats are not like strength, blah blah. They're a bit more... now you're going to try to make me remember, and I can't remember. They're a bit more conceptual, like aggression, or like they're not like strength and dexterity. They're more like aggression and empathy, these sorts of things. And you have 5 of them, and you rank them 1 through 5. Imagination, I think, might be one as well, right? And so you rank them 1 through 5, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. But each one is also a double-edged sword. So if you are, like, for example, number 5 on aggression, you are really good at fighting, but you're also really aggressive, and that means you're not so good at negotiating or being patient, right? And if you're really good at if you're 5 at imagination, you get all these really great ideas, but you're not very well grounded. So and then that one that's number 1, that's at the worst, being like having like a number 1 on aggression, let's say, means you're not so great in combat, but actually you're really good at some other things, right? So there's a way in which they do this scale. Anyway, that's really interesting. I played it once at Gen Con, but I didn't really get a good handle of how it played. But anyway, the point is that it's like sort of like a horror fantasy. But what I think is interesting about this is to sort of rethink. I would be interested in playing a game, running a system, and maybe Esteren does that. I'd have to actually read into it a bit more. Anyway, where like elves are not like beautiful elves that are a race that are playable that you can all have, but actually sort of scary. Do you know what I mean? Like I would love to have a game that actually has these traditions a bit more alive, where there are these fairies, but they steal people, and you don't actually know, what they're up to, and you have little gnome people that live around your home, and if you feed them and take care of them, they will do stuff for you. Otherwise, they'll just jack your stuff up and make your life really miserable. So that's really interesting to me, like thinking about thinking about, because here's the thing, the woods are scary. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're just like with torches and you don't have electricity and you have like, I don't know, a sword maybe or a spear, and the woods are dark and dense and thick and there are things in there and you don't necessarily know what they are, but really sort of evoking this sense of like scariness outside. I mean, I just think that there's and with magic being a little bit more mystical and a little more unknown, I just think there's a way that, I think that would be interesting. Yeah, right, I mean, like, elves are basically sort of like a cleaned up version of the Fae, right, where they're like, and they're pretty elves, but, like, Fae are super scary. So I think it would be really interesting to run a game where you don't just have elves and dwarves as player character races. Actually, they are these supernatural forces that are actually a little bit more frightening. That would be interesting to me. Oh, a leather-bound Hakkon and Slashenite journal. Thane Horofson thinks he alone can work. I don't know what accent this is. Can work the laws of the lowlanders. As though the augurs, I don't even know what this is. As though the augurs had not learned the tale-drawing runes to study the old magic. He is blind, but the jaws of Hakkon would not be here without him. A hold needs blind men with big blades sometimes. In the old times, the first jaws of Hakkon spoke with the Great Spirit himself. He opened their eyes that they might see the elf stones hidden across the world, and they entered the old cave and learned the mysteries of winter. Their working of cold let them slip through the ice wall that wards the Lowlander fortress, and we must now do the same if we are to take it as our own. Hakkon has been silent all our lives. He cannot speak to us in dreams or open our eyes, and we remain blind to the elf stones. The Lowlanders, though, have found a new way to see them. The skull of a dream-slain, said with the right magics, can bring the elf stones to our sight. We will regain the mystery of winter. That sounds bad, actually, folks. I don't know if we want the Hakkonites to have the mystery of winter. That seems no good. Drunkly Romantic? I feel like Drunkly Romantic just showed up. Drunkly, we're talking about how, Fae are really scary. And, Trooper, do you know Emil from, Una Berga in America? I don't know Emil, but we do know Pippi Longstocking. Pippi Longstocking was, there were these, films, right? These Pippi Longstocking films, and they were, I'm sure they were, I don't know what country they were from, actually. I imagine they were from Scandinavia somewhere, because they were, dubbed. But those films, I think they must have been from the 60s, but they made it to the United States, and I remember watching them as a kid on television, and they were dubbed, and there was Pippi Longstockings chewing on nails, and doing her Pippi Longstocking sort of stuff. So yes, oh, look at that. I have just gone to really cool places. This is where we're supposed to go. Like, this is our job for the mission. But I want to go here first. I feel like that's more interesting. Pippi is... Yeah. I think they were Swedish films, actually. I think, also, by the way, it looks like I've leveled up, and I can do some sort of leveling situation. You know what? It looks like I actually haven't leveled up this, my explosive shot. I can do chain reaction. Shrapnel from the shot sets off deadly reactions that do more damage. Or I can do shockwave. Explosive shot knocks back the target several meters upon detonation. Let's do shockwave. That seems fun. And let's learn that. And we will apply it. Boom. Done. Yeah, she can pick up a horse, right? Pippi's cool. So we are not heading... Hi, all these people. We're going to head this way, because I think this is how we're going to find the friendly Avar that we can talk to, and, you know, maybe learn something important. This is our way, my friends. Yeah, no, Pippi Longstockings, she is known here. But Emil, I don't know. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I might have heard of it. Ooh, wait. Hey, gang. Let's take a moment to enjoy this view. Let's start here. Let's look at this. This is beautiful. And you can hear the wind a little bit in the background. And look at the sun glinting off that water. And the sun, like, right there. Oh, and look at those clouds. Look at the sort of beautiful sort of pinks and oranges that are happening as the clouds are reflecting the sun in it as it's setting. And these beautiful mountains. I'm just telling you, this game is so good looking. And it's also even old, but it is so good looking. Ah, this game. Hello, Stone Bear Hold.
Nothing yet. Too many visitors stirring up the forest. The gods don't like it.
Oh, all right. Hello, Avar people. Oh, Michael from Luneberg.
Is someone poaching? Can't be.
See, it's a question. I don't know if I know him from Germany, if I know him from the States. I don't think I really knew him from the States, but I imagine the books were available. Like, I imagine that Michael from Luneberg books were available to us, but I just don't think I ever read them.
Sounds like a party. Or a fight.
Yeah, and the fog purposely blocking the draw distance, it was so beautiful looking. Yeah, no, I love it when old games can make you feel that way and say, oh, wow. What are they doing over there? Also, that's cool. What's in here? I just like, let's see what's in places. Oh. This looks like sort of like a holy place. Let's back out. I also am feeling like we are missing... What's happening?
Well, that was entertaining.
We should speak with the Thane.
Hello? Hello?
This is not my hold, Lowlander. I will not shed your blood here. You will face the full might of the jaws of Hakkon soon enough.
Oh, it's a Hakkonite hanging out being rude.
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak.
Okay. She has a huge hammer. Huge hammer. We just, like, ran into this place.
Inquisitor, I am Svara's son here, Thane of Stone Bear Hold. You have guest welcome here. The Lowlanders have little love for your Dalish clans. I am impressed you came to lead their Inquisition. You and your people have come far from the safety of the Lowlands.
This is true. The armor is cool. The armor is super cool. Let's see. We are not attacking. We noticed. Duty brought us here. I suppose we should say we're not attacking. People should know it. We could say duty brought us here. No, but they might misinterpret that. We will say we are not attacking.
We have not come to cause trouble in your home, Thane. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours.
Oh, nice.
Sadly, the jaws of Hakkon will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrison. I wager you have crossed blades with the jaws of Hakkon in the wilderness.
We have.
If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
I know. They're like super aggro. What was the climbing contest? I totally missed it. What is it?
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakkon is battle with blunted weapons.
Oh. Well, I think his body's not a great pickup line. Maybe it is. I don't know. It sort of depends. Like, maybe I don't know, maybe they'd be into it. I don't know. That's not fair. We're going to just say that seems reasonable because we're not judging people's stuff.
It seems as fair a way as any to decide such matters.
In many cases, the law is clear. The tests are only for real disputes. As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
Interesting. You know, I also would like some more of that in our fantasy game, right? Like, really, but I think that for that you might want to go a little bit earlier, you know, maybe sort of set a fantasy game a tad earlier than that kind of like late medieval that we often do, and you can really have sort of trial by combats and these sorts of sort of interesting ideas of how justice is dispensed. I think that would be interesting too. Basically, I think it would be neat to do a fantasy game that's a little bit more ancient in mentality. We were talking about this the other day, actually, about having sort of really sort of embracing sort of earlier senses of how the world works and how physics works, because we're actually doing it old. So I'm just sort of interested in some fantasy settings that actually have a bit more of an ancient mentality, wherein, you know, trial by combats work in various ways. Like, and then, yeah. For example, I could see a thing where if there's a dispute between two people, there might be some sort of trial by combat or some other sort of trial thing. But if in this world, those who are correct will win that battle because they are favored by the gods. Like, let's say one of the PCs is accused of murder or something, and then there has to be a trial by combat to sort of figure out whether or not the PC did it. I could imagine some kind of mechanic where, because the PC is actually is innocent and didn't do it, that they would get some sort of bonus on all their die rolls during that trial by combat, right? Like, it's a supernatural bonus because these trial by combats are supposed to be metaphysically truth-telling. So I could see something really cool like that happening. The world is flat, y'all, and all those Poot mathematicians were wrong and sit off the edge of the world. And actually, thinking about this, PH, let's investigate more. Tell me of Stone Bear Hold.
I'd like to hear more about Stone Bear Hold.
Ooh, Avalanche! How are you?
But
Welcome in.
Our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
We are playing Dragon Age Inquisition. We're doing the Jaws of Hakkon DLC at the moment, and we've been playing this game for 13,000 years. 93,000 years. We've been playing it for a while. It's what you do. It is fine. Early medieval ages or just before tends to be really interesting. Pre-Christianity around, yeah, exactly. Like pre-Christianity around the conversion of Christianity would be really interesting. And also, I really like the game is eternal. And actually, the idea of I'm actually thinking it would be really interesting to actually play with a flat Earth.
Jaws of Hakkon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
Oh, let's learn more about the Jaws of Hakkon. Why are they hostile?
What do the Jaws of Hakkon believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakkonites care only for Hakkon Winter's Breath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakkon. There are times to fight, but the Jaws of Hakkon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things. It's interesting because you talk about the sort of the lack of dealing with Rome in RPGs. I need the flat Earth to have a problem with too much water going on the edge and the seas going dry. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea. PH. Actually, you know what? I think that in RuneQuest, the Earth might be. It's mythic, so I think that the Earth in RuneQuest may not be a globe. I think it might be something else. I need to recheck that, as a matter of fact. Oh, you got the game on Thursday? Yeah, it's so good. Avalanche. What kind of character are you making? Like, what is your class? Who are you? Tell us about your character, because that's the most exciting thing about the game, is to sort of like know who the characters are. So tell us about your character. Also, Krellin, GURPS has a Rome supplement, and there's actually quite a bit of Rome. There are quite a few Roman supplements and Roman sort of things in GURPS. So I've seen more Roman era or Roman fantasy sort of games out of GURPS.
because they actually have a surprising amount of support for it, either in sort of classic fantasy spaces, or even in they have a setting in one of their alternate Earths called Roma Arcana, which is sort of like modern day, but it's an alternate Earth where Rome never fell. So it's like a sort of a modern day world where the ancient Roman Empire still rules. So there's a lot of, I mean, so like GURPS has got good stuff, and it also has like variable tech levels, so you can actually just do Rome. So tell me of the early group of Hakkonites.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakkon.
Yes. Many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, a human female archer. Oh, interesting. Okay, Avalanche, since you just got it Thursday and you've just started playing, I have a few questions for you, and I will not give you spoilers, but here are my questions. How far have you gotten into the game? And how are you feeling Mage versus Templar? And have you played any of the other Dragon Age games? So, question 1, have you played any other Dragon Age games? Question 2, how far have you gotten? Question 3, how are you feeling Mage versus Templar? Those are my questions. And I also, by the way, Javai, I actually do like the idea of Egypt as being your ancient civilization. That's actually very, very cool. What? It was just. Yes, and everyone would speak Latin. Basically everyone speaks Latin. But it came up.
Tell me about the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakkon.
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harrison lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
I like this Thane.
Walk with the lady's blessing.
She has lots of cool things to tell me.
Inquisitor?
Why Sunhair?
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janusdottir. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit, though.
I like her. She seems awesome. Also, I'm going to ask if they'll fight the Hakkonites, but I don't think they will. Why would they?
The Hakkonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hakkonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold.
Oh.
The Hakkonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them.
Oh?
To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
No, that's fair. I totally, can I change your mind? No, but I like. But is like a but.
I'm not hearing a no, Thane Sunhair.
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days.
Oh.
The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
Okay, so we need to find a bear. Clearly. I've played Dragon Age Origins and 2 on PC. Completely in love with those games. Me too. And for Mage vs. Templar, it's a real... Yes, Avalanche, it's so interesting. Anger can be a powerful tool. Anger is a spark, rage is a wildfire. I think what's really interesting to me is that when I play, I try to play as the character that I've made. And I've not yet played a character... Oh, that's not true, I did once. But who would be very strongly aligned with the Templars. One time I did. But I really want to play a human in the next game well, if the next game will allow for it, who's really into the chantry, because I've not really played a character who's particularly devout. Because I played a dwarf, and they don't care about the Maker. And that was my dwarf was in Dragon Age Origins, in Dragon Age 2 human, but that wasn't really about the Maker and the chantry in different. So that was fine. And in this one, I'm playing a Dalish elf who again does not care about the Maker. So I really need to play a human who's really into that. I feel like that should be the next challenge that I take on, and I'll see if I can do that for Dragon Age 4, I think. So about me and bears, I've killed hundreds of them. I just, what? Are you looking for the bear?
Do you have members of the Hold searching for Storvaker?
The Hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our Hold beast would show weakness to the Hakkonites. If she were dead, the Augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
Okay. So about me and bears...
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
It's true.
You were fought bears. You lived. Good for you. Fear will keep you respectful should you find Storvaker.
Oh, good.
You will be fine.
So you're saying she's friendly?
She's not friendly. Let's see. Why does this bear matter? I know why the bear matters, but we'll ask it anyway to get the information.
I'm a little confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your tribe.
Storvaker is not a bear. She is our Hold beast. She ties us to the gods. Without her, I have heard your elf gods turned from you. Is that not a bad thing?
Yeah.
It is as that. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our Augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Storvaker matters to us.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally with you. Like, I'm there. Also, in Soviet Thedas, Maker care about you. But the Maker doesn't care about dwarves. How do you care for this bear?
Does Storvaker usually live in the Hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...?
Pens are for goats and chickens, not Holdkin. The Avar are free. So must be our Hold beasts. Storvaker lives in a cave near the Hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food. Not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
Okay, but you would break an oath?
The way you asked us to help find Storvaker made it sound like you were willing to break your oath.
I could say that Avar hold all oaths sacred. That no true Avar would break them. It would be a good lie. Lowlanders doubtless say the same of themselves. A cunning Thane can find a hole in the tent of any promise. A place for the cold wind to sneak in. We are bone and blood. Oaths last until they are broken.
I do like this. I like this Thane. So, what will happen then if we find this bear?
If I find your bear and you break the oath, what happens to Stone Bear Hold?
Yes.
Other holds share oaths with the Jaws of Hakkon. They are sworn to defend or avenge them. If the Hakkonites were friends, they would attack us. But they are friends to few. We will send offerings, trade, and gifts to pay the price of oath-breaking. The storm will pass. I do not do this lightly, Inquisitor. But the Hakkonites are tiresome.
Ooh.
I'll speak with you later.
We're stirring up
Ask
trouble.
those in the hold about Storvaker. They may know something they have not told me.
So we've got... we've got things we have to do, everyone.
Inquisitor,
We're good. We've talked to
I'll
her.
speak with you later.
fair hunting.
Thanks. Oh, hey, let's read this thing. Thane Svara Sunhair. This appears to be an unfinished letter. The handwriting is simple, and the text has many phrases crossed out. Lowlanders, if you be brave enough to... Orlesians, if you be brave enough... Merchants of Orlais, if... To those who wish to trade with Stone Bear Hold, you should know me. I'm Thane Svara Sunhair. I'm Thane Svara Janesdottin, known as Sunhair. Though my blade has tasted battle tears many... Though my blade has tasted blood many... Though I have fought many battles, I wish no conflict between us, but instead trade between our hold and yours. We have furs and leathers that put your lowland hides to shame, plus weapons that have tasted Hakkon's winter. We have furs and leathers that will make your warriors look strong, and your lovers look supple, plus weapons. We have excellent furs and leathers, and weapons like none seen in the lowlands. Trade honestly and well, and there will be coin for all. Cheat us, and your blood will... Trade honestly and well, and there will be coins for all. Thane Svara Sunhair. Ah, this is a fool's task. What lowlander would come this far for furs they have not seen? Ah, Korth, I just wrote that instead of saying it. This stupid lowland writing vexes the mind. The rest of the letter is a series of angry sketches of axes. I like her! She's cool! I would totally trade with y'all. Lots of trade. We should do it like all the trade. Hey, Encantador the Gamer! It is going really well. We've got a new battle buddy hanging out with us, Avalanche 178, who's currently just starting a playthrough of Inquisition. First playthrough, it looks like, who's playing a human archer, and I love being an archer. I'm all about the archers all the time. So that's really exciting. And we've been talking a little bit about we have a fast travel. So gang, I just need to look at this map again, because I feel like there's all sorts of things we haven't really looked at, you know? Look at all of these things here. So let's I want to actually go back to where these merchants supposedly are, so that we cover, I want to cover all of our bases. I don't think we... before I go further exploring in this one area, I want to hit...
Always making up strange stories and looking at all these in books. Aye, it isn't natural. It must come from learning how to read.
Hey, learning how to read is cool. Reading's fundamental. One coin for all. Traders and traitors is just a little too similar for me. Traders and traitors. Weren't you the merchant in Syria? Syria. PH? Didn't you poison the king? Oh, well this is a nice area. Also not where the traitor is. Someone poisoned the king. And someone poisoned the king. Hello? Can I talk to any of you all? It looks like I can't. That's alright. And someone poisoned the king with some sort of magic that cannot be cured or something. Ooh. Alright. Hey look, there's a cage. We should probably not open it before we read this. Sketch is found in a meat shop. A series of drawings, simple but artfully rendered, indicates the owner of this meat shop decided to spend the day mixing alchemical potions, or, more likely, alcoholic drinks, and that people should take what they like and pay him later. Well, I don't want to cheat anybody, so let's look at the buy-sell. What do we have here? They all hang out in the trattoria. That's it. Oh, look at this. They've got rare herbs. That's cool. And it looks like that's all they have. So I'm not buying anything in here. I'm fine. Rare herbs are cool. I'm not opening that cage. I feel like somebody wants to talk to me. Hello. But none of these people have talk buttons. It's fine.
Our guests are welcome.
Thank you.
So long as their weapons stay sheathed.
That's cool. We'll just do a little bit of looting, and then we'll go further up this road and see more people, I suppose. I started Origins and 2 the same way. Created a mage, played for 10 hours, got beat down like a punk, restarted as a rogue, figured out invisible equals invincible, never had trouble again. Rare herbs are cool, though if they were really cool, we'd be growing them ourselves, and they wouldn't be rare anymore. Yes. I feel like... I know that mages are super cool, I just rarely play as them. I played as a mage once in Dragon Age 2. But, I don't... Let's go in here. Hi, everybody. Hello, trader. Hellsdim.
You're the one they speak about in the lowlands, aren't you?
Yes?
The Herald of Andraste.
Yep.
Many call me that.
Helmsdim Rolfson. I trade our goods outside the hold. You'll not find better this side of the mountain.
Oh. You've been to the lowlands?
Have you traveled outside of Stonebear Hold?
Korth Mountain Father provides. But press us, and we'll admit there's lowlander goods we can't craft ourselves. I sell our goods there. The old trader taught me how to read and write, and how to act in your cities.
What cities have you visited?
Where does your trading take you?
Denerim and Southreach in Ferelden. Leeds and Verchet in Orlais. When the passes are clear, I take our wares to Val Royeaux.
Oh, that's far.
Surely you can get a fair price for your goods closer than Val Royeaux.
Ah, well, that's truth, but have you seen it? My heart lies with the Hold, but I'll die remembering the light on the gates of the sun.
That's pretty cool. What a cool, like, trading to see things. Let's say Val Royeaux is stunning. It is true.
One of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Everyone thinks I'm mad when I speak of Orlais. They believe I make half of it up. As if I could dream up those fountains and palaces, and those frilly little cakes. Most in the Hold call any city outside the mountains prideful, though. Lowlander folly.
I like this trader.
Farewell.
I like him.
Another time.
I do like him. So, talk buttons on people. That would be interesting. I suppose if you had a talk button on an actual person, then you would be able to, as the person who had a talk button, you could cover your talk button to indicate you don't want to talk to anyone, or you could open your talk button to indicate that you do want to talk to people, so that could be really practical. Like, you could actually signal, I don't know why your talk button is here, but I'm just going to say that it's here. It's a little button. It's right there. Okay, the reason why I said here is because I don't want a talk button on your forehead, because I don't want people, like, walking up to you and going, like, bonk, like, right on the forehead. Like, I don't think that would be fun. Or maybe just, like, right, maybe here, like, but like, if you had a talk button, like, somewhere on your shoulder, that seems all right. And then you could be like, nope, don't want to talk to anyone. Sure, you can talk to me. Seems like it could be practical, like a talk button on a person. Never trust sightseers. What if we're all inside? Oh. Well, I'd have some questions about. Oh, so there is a. Oh, wow, Avar Glass Throne Herald. Oh, these are all decor. That's cool. Do they sell anything else? No. This looks like it's all stuff that will be for our home. So I'm gonna buy it all. I probably don't need it, but I'm just gonna buy it. It's great. Don't even worry about it. We used a whole bunch of money, but we're fine and dandy. My talk button is my Star Trek insignia. That's fair. Look at this place, right? He's collecting all sorts of interesting things. Some good sausages out there. The game is good looking. So, we're supposed to talk to people. What is this? Oh, this is a... So, Avalanche, you haven't seen me play a lot, but I will tell you, I tend to fall off of things a lot. Don't ask me why I do, but I do. I tend to just fall off of things. And it's not always my fault. I don't always do it on purpose. So, there is a song about The Sims. There's a singer-songwriter named Rebecca Mays, M-A-Y-E-S, although she's changed her name to... She changed her stage name to Maze with a Z, M-A-Z-E, and now her new stage name is Bowie Huntress. Anyway, back in the early days, she was making reviews of video games, but as songs, and she would make videos of them, and they were on The Escapist, and she has one for The Sims, where she takes the role of a character in The Sims who's asking her why she does these horribly mean things to him. Anyway, it's a really good song. So you can do a search for Rebecca Mays and The Sims, and you should watch it. But what I'll also do is I'll post it in our Discord. So those of you who don't know, we have a Discord, and you should join it. And then you can. I will post this song contemplating the relationship.
Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones.
Oh.
The man who blazes like fire and mends the air.
Oh, crap.
What is this?
They're not harmful, I don't think.
Oh.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. There,
Oh.
it is done. Now come, be welcome, and hear news of the north.
Well, this is all a little creepy. I have not yet had a chance to watch Star Trek Discovery. I've not had a chance to watch really any television recently. It is bad, but I need to watch Star Trek Discovery. I need to finish Game of Thrones. I'm so far behind on television. This is what happens when all you do is watch streams that last 3 or 4 hours. It is, you know. Oh, thank you for posting the Discord, PH. Our Discord is really amazing. We all hang out and talk lovely things, and we were just having a big, long discussion about world building. We were building a world, Syria, where, well, you have to go and see. It's very cool. Someone's used bones in magic. I have questions. I have questions.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
Streams are long. It is known. Oh, that's okay, Avalanche. Just come back later and join the Discord if you like. It's cool. Or don't if you don't want to. No pressure. We're all into consent and people doing what they want to do in this space. You're a mage, we'll ask?
I assume augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages and the Thane. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the Hold.
Fair.
I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
STD is pretty interesting. Just started it. Nice picture, though the story itself so far. Well, let's see how it goes. I was just talking to a friend of mine. We are both Trekkies, and I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and he reminded me of a thing. Well, he wasn't reminding me because I knew it, but just, you know, a lot of the Star Trek season 1s are iffy. Like, season 1 of The Next Generation was a little iffy. Sometimes it just takes a while for the shows to sort of find their spaces. And I watched Enterprise, and there were things about season 1 that I thought had a lot of potential. And I watched, I don't know, 1 or 2 seasons, and I think I stopped watching it. But apparently it got really good at the end. So I think so I'm like willing to give Discovery a shot to sort of develop itself and figure out where it's going to go. You negotiate with these spirits?
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits.
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
Interesting. I like it. I'm going to say, why do you worship spirits? But I just feel like I don't think my character would actually ask that, because I think he would just be like, hey, that's what you do. That's cool. But, you know.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Oh, okay. So this is interesting thoughts. So Krellin is like, I wouldn't say Enterprise got really good at the end, but it wasn't terrible. Yeah, I heard that it got good. But again, I sort of had checked out a little bit, mainly because I just really, why did I stop? Like, I thought there were a lot of really interesting things there, but the thing is, I never liked Captain Kirk. Do you know what I mean? Never liked Captain Kirk. Never thought he was a good captain. And I didn't want to watch a show that wanted to have another Captain Kirk in the lead. And Archer was such a hot dog. And I just got tired of the dynamic wherein the Vulcan would say, hey, what you're trying to do is half-baked and, like, not really a good idea, and you humans are really new to being in space, and maybe you want to like relax a bit, and then he'd say, "Silly Vulcan," and then do his ridiculous thing, and then every time it turned out to be the right thing. That just got old for me, and I was like, whatever. So I just was I was turned off by the kirkiness of Archer, and I wasn't really wanting to watch that. But I should really finish it. I should finish it. I watched several episodes of Orville. It's controversial to say the least, but there's some charm about it. If you can handle lots of, come on, what? Are you that stupid? Emotions while watching. But here's the thing. I hear that I get the sense that there's a captain in there who's a little bit iffy, but I also get the sense that the show knows that the captain is iffy, whereas the show did not know that Archer was iffy. The show was like, Archer, you're awesome. Like, I'm okay with people being iffy if the show knows that they're being iffy. That's the difference, right? Like, if the show understood, which is actually why I liked the first Star Trek reboot film. The second one I didn't think was very great, but the first one I quite liked, because that reboot film kind of knew that Kirk was a little bit ridiculous.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength.
Interesting.
For that, we thank the gods.
Okay. I still have more questions for you.
Farewell.
No, I'm not going anywhere. We're still talking.
Be welcome.
Learned one new iffy. Oh, yeah, no, iffy's great. I love the word iffy. You're like, oh, like, it's a little iffy. I don't know about that. Yeah, no, see, the thing is, I don't mind a character being terrible. And by that, I don't mean, like, a badly written character. I mean, like, being super Kirky, or, like, all of that. As long as the show, like, you can have a character who's a jerk. As long as the show knows the character's a jerk, then I'm okay with that. But if the character's a jerk, but the show thinks the character is awesome, then I'm less okay with that. Do you know what I mean? I'm okay with anti-heroes. I'm okay with, like, a wide variety of things. I'm okay with flawed characters. I'm okay with a lot of different things. I just feel like we all need to know that behavior is not okay behavior, and that it's questionable, and as long as we know it, then I can handle it, right? Like, in The Wire, McNulty, the sort of one of the lead dudes, is like, he's smart, but he thinks he's smarter than everybody else, and he's kind of a jerk, and he messes up other people's stuff, and he doesn't play by the rules. You know what I mean? Like, he's that cop that, like, I don't play by the rules. But the show knows that that's actually not a good thing at all, and knows that it's a problem. And so then I really enjoyed The Wire for not glamorizing what is actually kind of not okay behavior. Someone used, I have questions.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
Oh, apparently I have no questions.
I should be off.
So
Farewell.
we're going to hit the other
Be welcome.
choices. What do we have here? I am looking for Storvacher.
Do you know where your hold beast may have gone?
Storvacher? No. I've asked the gods, but they've seen no sign.
Actually, yes. This Ger, those are the things that we were hunting in the woods before. These seem to be like their way of holding magic, it looks like. That's interesting. Am I okay with Deadpool? Am I okay with Deadpool? Huh. Am I okay with Deadpool? That's going to be one that I'm going to have to answer on multiple levels, right? Because there's certain things you have to answer in multiple ways. There's not just one answer for that one. So, what was that, those spirits?
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the hold clamored to see you.
Oh.
They obeyed. For I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
That's fair. So, when it comes to Deadpool, this is what I will say. I have not read any Deadpool comics, but I watched the film, and I am very aware of Deadpool discourse, how people talk about Deadpool. So, I don't like how people talk about Deadpool. Like, a lot of the Deadpool fans, not of the necessarily of the film, but of the comic books, turn me off. In the same way that I'm often turned off by fans of Wolverine, and I'm often turned off by fans of Batman, and also the Punisher. Like, there's certain kinds of... I don't like it. Like, it turns me off, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. There's a real kind of like, it's so cool that he just murders people. Like, there's a real kind of thing that I'm not grooving on, that I'm not enjoying in the way they talk about Deadpool. And I also really didn't like this whole, like, yeah, it was so great because he used a lot of curse words. Yeah, so edgy. And I was like, whatever. But then I saw the film, and I really liked the film. I thought the film was really good. I thought the film was one of the better hero movies that I've seen, and it is one of the only ones, not the only one, but one of the only ones that avoids the third act problem that I have with a lot of superhero movies, and that is that a lot of superhero movies, their final battle, they feel like it's a big summer blockbuster. They've got to go and spend millions of dollars on the special effects and have this massive, huge battle with a million things and lots of explosions, and the entire world and or New York, or that's the both, might all be destroyed. It's like this huge, massive stuff, but the stakes become so big that you lose the humanity in them, like you lose that. And also a lot of these movies, especially the ones with lots and lots of heroes, like the Avengers, they get really shallow in their treatment of the characters. Like, the characters are like, it's all shorthand, right? Like, there's Black Widow. We'll give her one moment where she looks pensive so you know she has an inner soul. Moving on, right? Like, we don't really get the chance to really explore these characters in any kind of deep way, just because there's so many of them and you'd have to spend so much time on these huge action sequences. But Deadpool did such a good job because it was so, like, constrained. It did such a good job of exploring the character of Deadpool's inner self and his relationship with his girlfriend, and the final battle was not about, like, destroying all of New York, you know? It was really this really nice battle wherein the stakes felt really real and personal, and like, that was one of the best third acts I've seen in a superhero movie in such a long time, because they really kept it focused on the characters in ways that a lot of these other superhero movies just don't. So I was a big fan of the Deadpool movie, and not a big fan of a lot of the Deadpool fan discourse. That would be what I would say. That's what I would say. Multiple layers of Deadpool, intrigued. Don't judge a character by its fans. You know, I think it's tricky. Third arc's the hardest, yeah. Trooper's one of the not so many who really likes Deadpool movie. No, I think it's a really good movie. By the way, the game is also... Oh! Okay. I will have to play it. I think that sometimes you can judge a thing by its fans. Like, I think it's complicated. I think that, you can and can't, right? So, for example, someone's used bones in magic.
I found skulls with spells on them left out by the Hakkonites.
Oh, yeah, we did.
What are they trying to do?
Skulls. So, bones. Magic cloaked in blood. Stone hidden lie the tales of this hold. Here's the means to find them. Return when you've seen all the god runes, and I'll tell you why the Jaws of Hakkon did this.
Oh, it's the Jaws of Hakkon who are doing this. Interesting. So when it comes to judging the thing by its fans, I think it's a little bit complicated, in the sense that sometimes it's unfair, right? I think sometimes fans might be misreading it, but on the other hand, if like 95% of all the fans are misreading this thing in the same way, then I think you have to rethink the thing itself. Do you know what I mean? I think you can't just say, oh, but this thing is totally fine. It's just really weird that, like, all of their fans are Nazis. Crazy, right? I think you have to think about what is it about this thing that might be attracting this particular audience, if it is the majority of the audience. And maybe that means that there's a problem with the thing itself. Maybe that doesn't mean that, but I think you have to ask that if everybody who likes your thing is like the worst human being, then you need to think about that thing, I think, a little bit. And that's not always the case. Sometimes it's not the thing's fault, and sometimes there's not grossness in the thing, but the thing is being used for grossness, and then we have to think about what that means. I just think it's complicated, right? Like, I hate Beatles discourse. Like, I hate the people who love the Beatles are just, like, so irritating to me. Not all people who love the Beatles, but there's a whole sort of Beatles discourse about how the Beatles are the best band ever, the best musicians ever, the most genius ever, and, like, poppy music sucks, but not the Beatles. And I'm like, oh, I don't have any time for that at all. And I don't blame the Beatles for that. Like, the Beatles did not necessarily do anything to encourage that. And the Beatles music is fine. Like, I like the Beatles music, but I hate the way people talk about the Beatles. And, like, that seems unfair. But on the other hand, like, I think there's a reason why Frank Miller's Batman, like, attracts some kind of gross people. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Why I like your streams, always a masterclass of do not disagree directly, but highlight different points of view. Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Yeah. But the Beatles were the best bit. Untrue, the Beatles... Yeah. Krellin... I met an exile in the woods.
A mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldstock. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's an abomination.
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods. We're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own motion.
Krellin, I see where you're coming from, and I don't disagree with you. But I want to, like nuance it a little bit. I mean, John Lennon did said we're bigger than Jesus. I don't know if he meant that to mean that they are genius and great. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if when he said that, what he meant was we're greater than Jesus and we're the most genius. I think he was sort of talking about them as a cultural phenomenon, which might actually have been true. I don't know how true. It probably wasn't true, but because there are a lot of people in the world, right, who care about Jesus, including people who don't care about the Beatles. But I think he was trying to talk about media frenzy. But I do think that I do think that they're not completely blameless in their mythology, right? I think that's fair. I think so. I agree with you in the sense that I do think that they are not completely blameless in the sort of creation of mythology around them. I do think that maybe that comment was a little bit more nuanced. Maybe not. I don't know. I studied English by the Beatles vinyls. Best ever? Not sure. Totally phenomenal. Oh yeah, right. See, this is the thing. I think it's totally fair. Yeah. I think right. I think it's a complicated statement, right? But I do think that I would definitely say that Beatles are a phenomenon and a huge phenomenon and culturally important. And I would never deny that because I think that's just true. But the idea of the best band ever, like, what does that even mean? How do you pick the best band? And why are the best bands ever almost always from the US and the UK? They're bands from other countries. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot going on in, like, best band ever. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Also, why did Sigrid exile herself?
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving, a ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her, which is taken to exile.
Oh, interesting. I have questions.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
Spirits teach mages here?
You let spirits possess your mages on purpose?
What better teacher than one woven from magic? The spirits in the hold have helped us in this way for hundreds of years. Once a mage masters their powers, their teacher departs, duty ended, unless the mage is weak.
I just need to say, first off, we have a pair of comments right now by Krellin and Jer, and these comments make me so happy on the inside and also the outside. Krellin noting that Lordi is the best band ever because they made Americans care about Eurovision. Ta-da! But then also ABBA, the best band ever by a lot of people's standards. So no, I mean, like, this is the thing. Like, I think that Like, there's a lot like, I am very skeptical, just you have to know, I'm skeptical of any kind of claims for objective greatness. It's not a thing I'm into, because objective greatness is not, like, greatness is not objective. Do you know what I mean? Like, that, like, we decide what we think makes something great. And here's the thing. I'm cool with people having subjective standards for greatness. I think subjective standards for greatness, you go it. You like something, you think it's great, I think that's awesome. There are things that I think are great. That's awesome. Like, I'm cool with it. Do you know what I mean? The problem becomes when you're like, oh yeah, this thing is objectively great. The thing that I like is objectively great, and people who don't think that my thing that I like is great are stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, or they're wrong. And so that's where I start feeling uncomfortable, because a lot of those objective greatnesses are often just like, they're not objective, and when you do that, you're often doing something a little bit creepy, and then I feel uncomfortable. Like, you can love the Beatles, or you can love ABBA, or you can love, Kulthum, or you can love, like, any number of people. That's cool. Love your stuff. Good on you. But when you say that Beethoven is the best music ever made and nobody else's music is as good as Beethoven, I start feeling uncomfortable. You know? Yeah. What happens to weak mages?
What happens to these weak mages?
Their teachers stay with them, and the other gods watch them both, so neither soul turns sick. If one does sicken, or the mage stands in risk of harming the hold, one day they do not wake in their bed. It is very sad. It is what must be done.
You mean you let a spirit?
It's what happens. Alvar have their own cultures.
Farewell.
Seems to work for them. So this is interesting, right? Like, best band...
Be welcome.
And this... Yeah, right. Yes, basically, that is the too long don't read of the keynote I gave before. Like, let's... Like, stop it. and like, we could put Queen. We could put the Rolling Stones, The Doors, Pink Floyd. Beethoven isn't even good. He was a cultural phenomenon, right? He was very important to a lot of people. Good on you, Beethoven. Right? I would also, but like, we could put those people on that band, like on that plate of the best band, but we could also put on Duke Ellington's band. We could put on, I don't know, I mean, we could put in all sorts of jazz bands. We could put in bluegrass bands. Like, what about Earl Scruggs, right? And or Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys. I mean, there's so many we could put in. I don't know. There's so many bands you could put in. I mean, it's crazy. There's, like, I bet there's a mariachi band who's like one of the best mariachi bands in the entire universe. We could put them on the plate. Like, there's, you know what I mean? This is the thing. It's just there are a lot of different kinds of music and different kinds of art, and that's great. And I think that, sort of going back to something that PH said, that is something that I think about all the time. I just think, is this band successful at doing what it's trying to do?
Be welcome.
And then think about it.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
Beethoven Rocks is played properly, and by properly I mean with a lot of guitars and drums. In Cantador, now I'm seeing like a metal band doing Beethoven, and that is awesome. At Beethoven, but actually that's not true, Ice Bunny. That's not true at all. There were a lot of different styles at the time of Beethoven's life. Many, many different styles. And this is actually quite... Oh, hey. Let's light this veil fire, shall we? I don't know what it will do, but we should do it. Oh, there's already veil fire there. Here, wait. We're going to light some veil fire. And the thing is, a lot... And this is where it's super tricky, right? Because a lot... So... There's a quest marker here on the map, and I don't quite know what it's doing. Oh, use Veilfire to learn more about Avar magic. Okay. Alright, I don't quite know what that will do for us, but, okay. That's cool. I'm gonna let you finish, but JC was the best musician ever. I'm just saying, right? There's so many people, and there are people not from Europe or the United States who do really great things too. Or just Google it. Yeah. I do enjoy that. I do enjoy rock covers of classical music. Oh, you can enjoy Beethoven more than Bach. That's pretty cool. Although I will say I really did enjoy Wendy Carlos' switched on Bach when she did all the Bach on the synthesizer stuff in the 70s. That was pretty cool. So, and here's the thing that's really interesting, right? When Beethoven was coming up, there was a lot of other music that sounded really different from Beethoven, especially from different countries, right? Like, I mean, there were other composers doing other styles other than a Beethovenian style. You have, Rossini in Italy. You've got, I don't know, various sort of French composers. Like, you have just different composers, But the problem is that the raising up of Beethoven as genius was a means to help unify the German states as one country, right? Like it's a way to it was a way for Germans to it was a way for German supremacy, right? It was a form of it was a way to make an argument for German supremacy by claiming that Beethoven was the best, and actually not just Beethoven, but like there was a whole move by Germans to sort of try to claim cultural supremacy by framing German music as the best music of all time, and German arts in general as the best. And the problem with, and of course, now, and here's the thing, why is it that we think that Beethoven, Bach, Brahms, Handel, Mozart are the best musicians of all time? Why do we think that? Here's the secret, folks. We think that because Germans invented the field of musicology. They invented it, so all the first German musicologists were all German, and they're the ones who study music, and it was and they were all, and we also founded the field during the time of German nationalism. So it seems awfully convenient that the first musicologists were German at a time of German nationalism, and just coincidentally, all the best music was German and not French or Italian. Do you know what I mean? Or Spanish. So, like, it's like this whole thing is part of a nationalist process.
You're
That's
the
all.
Inquisitor. I hear your people already sing songs of you.
How are you so well informed?
Oh, Helstim soaks up gossip when he goes trading. He just returned from the lowlands. I'm Fulna Hefstotten, keeper of histories, and Skull to the hold.
Nice. And yes, and Contador, please post links to our rock and classical hard rock on Discord. Please do. I want to hear it. As a teen, I fought against having to listen to classical music. Holst. Here's the thing. Holst is really cool, but Holst doesn't get as much respect as like so the Central German. Like, I'm just saying, like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on to judging. Bach used this different kind of piano, I think. Well, Bach is pretty early, so sometimes you might think of the harpsichord, but he was using an early sort of fortepiano, they call it, and he's using a different tuning than what we use now. We now use equal temperament, where the space between all the notes is the same, like we've standardized it, but that is not how you would have done it in the past. You would have tuned the piano differently, so that when you modulated from key to key, it would sound really different. Like, one key would sound really great, but another key would sound strange and odd. So if you listen to Bach using sort of historical tunings and historical pianos, it's actually quite different sounding, and it's very interesting. German music is only rocking when it comes to techno. And Jarrison, the same can be said for psychology, and this is true. Mozart is a phenomenon of all times as well. You have the same thing with Winckelmann. Yeah, so I mean, it's just one of these things where... so is a skald like a bard?
I've never met a skald. Is that anything like a bard?
I suppose. Every hold has someone who sings its songs. Doesn't yours?
Fair enough.
We keep the old songs and histories, the oaths and the legend marks.
Ooh, what's a legend mark?
I understood all of that except legend mark.
The skald before me was born Gulda Elsdotter. She crafted a great new tale for the hold. It pleased the spirits. After that, we called her Gulda Gildan's Song.
So they're titles, honorifics.
Not all carry glory. My father was Heth Mule's head. He'd never let go of a quarrel.
Fair. Bach is best when played in cathedral. So, well, I mean, this is okay. So, Encantador says that Bach is best when played in cathedral. So epic. And I just want to point out that Encantador is also bringing up another thing that I think is actually quite important, and that is Bach's music was made. It's church music, right? Like, he was making church music to be played in cathedrals in certain kinds of contexts to do certain kinds of things, right? It has a purpose, the music. And just listening to it on a CD or in a symphony hall sort of takes that kind of context out, and I think it changes it a lot. And I was thinking about, did I play Vampire? You know, I never played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I really, really wanted to, but I don't think I can, because I don't think I can get it for the Mac. I think it originally came out for a Mac, maybe, but I cannot find it for Mac, and I really wish I could play it. I really do. I want to. Can you choose your own legend mark?
Can you choose a legend mark for yourself?
Only if I wanted to be scorned as a child. I've only been a skald a few years. I've not made any great feats, good or ill, yet.
Yeah, PH.
Good journeys.
I have only heard positive things about a Vampire Bloodlines. Like, really, I mean, I just hear consistently high praise about the game, and I really wish I could play it. Maybe one day there will be a space where I can. It just makes me a little sad that I can't. Okay. I feel like we've walked around a lot of this part, but clearly not everything just yet. I know, let's see, what do we have? I really, really would like to be able... Huh. Let's keep going. We've got this veil fire situation going on. Oh, huh. There's a ladder. We'll go up there later. Yeah, I just feel like, come on. Like, you can like things without other things being bad. And people can like things without that meaning your thing is bad. Do you know? Like, there are things that I don't like, but unless I think those things are harming people, like, I don't care if you like it. Yeah, no, I hear it's so good. Oh, it's glitchy as heck. Oh, ooh, game-breaking bugs, that's no good. But still the best, I just wish I could play it. It's a game I really wish I could play. I was by accident in a church concert, and the music they were playing at the start sounded to a planless bunny like me, as if the musicians were hitting the wrong button. And again, some of whether or not you like music is familiarity, and, like, you don't have to like all the music, you know? Like, you just don't have to like all the music. And I think that, like, you don't have, like... Some people like some stuff, some people don't like some other stuff, and that's cool. As long as you're not punching me in the face, like, you do your thing. You know? Like, that's how I feel. Like, it's like, I get so crazy when people pit Star Wars and Star Trek against each other. Like, if you like one, you can't like the other. And if you like the other, you can't like the one. Like, you can like them both. And also, if you like Star Wars but don't like Star Trek, that's cool. Don't be mean to Star Trek people, and vice versa. If you like Star Trek but don't like Star Wars, that's cool. Just don't be mean to Star Wars people. Like, people can like their stuff. And, like, I will critique some things all day long, but you know what? I try to do it from a place of, like, empathy. That's all. The Death. An elaborate group of balefire glyphs flicker to life. There's an impression of a great battle in the distant past. A spirit protectively watches other Avar from Stonebear Hold, as they corner a rival group of Avar in a forest. They join in battle, and the spirit turns aside blades to protect the Stonebear warriors. There's a snap of arrows, a lash of magic. The rival Avar fall, but so does the spirit. The sensations fade. Ooh, well, I just learned something. And then I thought they not bad at playing, so it must be that way. It was not like disliking, it was more like, oops, I can't get out of here. Jazz isn't music, therefore I like all music. Yep, that's exactly right. Okay, I think we're going to learn more stuff. Like, this is it. This is good for us. The mourning. The Veilfire ignites a complicated tangle of glyphs. There's an impression of mourning. Avar from Stonebear Hold pray and sacrifice to the spirit destroyed in the last battle. There's the sensation of months passing. The prayers are not forgotten. The vision fades. The return. As the last group of glyphs light with balefire, there's a sensation of excitement and anticipation. An Avar hold celebrates a night festival around an altar piled high with food and drink. The Thane begins a song. The hold joins in. The song grows louder and faster. It goes for hours. As the sun rises, a blazing spirit appears above the altar. It has the name of the spirit that fell in battle. It is both the same spirit and a different one at the same time. There's an ear-splitting roar of triumph, welcome, something more. From the gathered Avar, the vision fades. So we need to find more of these glyphs, I think, so that we can finish this particular quest. I don't think... Oop, don't fall off the cliff and die. I tend to have a problem with falling off cliffs and dying. It's a thing that I like to do. I don't know why I like to do it, or let's just say let's not say that I like to do it. Let's just say that I do it a lot. Let's just say that. Ooh, Max Rab. Yeah. Comedian harmonists is fun when you understand what they're singing. This reminds me, blue is when good person feels bad. Rap is when a bad person feels good. I actually wrote my dissertation on the comedian harmonists, Ice Bunny, and partially on the comedian harmonists. And I've also published an article on the comedian harmonists, and my book that I'm working on, which is, an extension of the dissertation, is also going to be on the comedian harmonists. So yeah, I've actually, and I've got another article on the comedian harmonists that I haven't yet published, but when I have time, I will do so. Isn't the music indirectly... You wrote your dissertation on a desk. I see you. Wah, wah. I see you over there. That is fine. Oh no, the comedian harmonists, they're so interesting. Master of the Hunt. We've got more people in here. This is good. It looks like the naming of Stonebear Hold. Isn't their music indirectly naughty? Depends on the music. Some of it is indirectly naughty, some of it is just straight up naughty, and some of it is sentimental, some of it's not naughty at all. They have a wide range of music. Some of their stuff is, some of their stuff isn't. And some of it they're not being indirect at all, they're being direct. Or so direct. Sometimes they're using metaphor, but the metaphor is pretty obvious, right? So I wouldn't necessarily call it indirectly naughty. Sometimes I'll just call it naughty. It starts with a man, Ivar Jerickson. Driven from their hold by war and misfortune, their thane dead, Ivar led what remained of his people through the mountains. The winter was harsh. The winds of Hakkon echoed through the peaks. The beasts fled, and the hunters could find little game. Ivar's people grew weak. They feared themselves cursed. When the blizzard struck, they built a meager fire and huddled for warmth. When that blizzard lasted 3 days, they knew that they would die. On the third night, while Ivar stood watch, he caught sight of a great gray bear through the snow. Though the beast was distant, Ivar could feel its eyes upon him and knew that he must follow. Alone, he made his way through wind and snow. The great bear walked ahead of him, always distant, but never out of sight. At last the bear stopped. Ivar came to stand beside the bear, and he saw before him a sheltered place where his people might be saved. He reached out a hand to his guide, but instead of fur, he found gray stone. So Ivar knelt before the stone and gave thanks to Korth, for he knew the Mountain Father had taken the form of a bear to guide him here. Ivar returned to his people and led them to the sheltered place. Ivar Jerickson became Ivar Snowfavored, and the people swore to honor him as their new thane. The hold was given the name Stonebear in honor of Ivar's vision, and in this place we have grown strong. From Stories of a Wild South, a collection of tales of the barbarian nations of Ferelden by Lady Susanna Ashwell of Ansburg. Yeah, in-depth. Yeah, Inda Bottom Crocodile is not actually indirectly naughty. That is just directly naughty. That one is one's just naughty. Like, there's not a lot of indirectness in that particular song.
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn.
I'm just saying.
Finn Coldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
Oh. Are you injured?
How are you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boat. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
You seem troubled.
You seem troubled. Is it your injury?
In part. Gida Meerdotten prepares my father's body for sky burial.
I'm sorry.
I knew it would be soon. I miss him.
I'm sorry.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Inda Bottom Crocodile, that's a great song. It's also great if you know some old slang. If you know some old slang, you're like, oh.
Inquisitor, you've need of a hunter, or you're just wandering? Doubt you lowlanders see many holds, but I'll tell you, there are none finer.
Oh, you're a hunter?
I assume you go hunting yourself.
Of course I do. Who says otherwise?
No one.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. One eye can't see in the dark. And I bring more meat than anyone in the hold. Goat's piss, do I hunt?
I didn't mean to offend. We're not going to offend our people.
I apologize. I was just curious.
Suppose you can't help Lowlanders' manners.
Sorry, I'm looking for Storvaker.
Do you have any idea where Storvaker has gone?
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I'd not think she'd roam further.
Okay.
Farewell.
Farewell.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff in this hold, right? I mean, look at our map. We've been... Oh, look at this. We need to go here and here. And we also need to go back to that auger. There's a lot... And what is this? Ritual site. Like, look at all this stuff we got going on here, peoples. Well, we'll get there. It's fine. It's fine. We will be there. Like in this song, In the Bottom Crocodile, which is all about a guy who's old and can't get it up, and so his wife doesn't want to have sex with him. And so she goes to the Bottom Crocodile, which is a queer bar where there are lots of ladies who dance 3/4 naked in 3/4 time, and 3/4 time is sort of like slang for being lesbian at the time. So she hangs out.
Test yourself.
How so?
Our warriors want your measure, Inquisitor. Bring us an offering, and we'll let you fight Hakkon's trials. Stonebear Hold would know if the spirits favor you. So would I.
Oh, okay. Well, who are you?
Do you run this arena?
I do. I'm called Hakkon. I prepare warriors for the gods. Truly, I drill it into young heads that no one's born knowing how the axe swings or the arrow flies.
Interesting. Gods?
What do you mean, prepare your warriors for the gods?
As we train, the gods see us become worthy.
Worthy of what?
A second strength when you most need it. A glimpse that spots a blade at your heart. Warriors must show their will for these gifts, and the will for practice.
Impossible. These people would all be abominations if this were true.
Spirits do sometimes interfere when the veil permits. Occasionally for the better.
Our augur's no fool. We keep the bad spirits at bay. Spot them in those who draw them.
Famous last words of the overconfident.
What's the trial?
What is this trial, exactly?
Battle against our best. Wit and muscle, and steel against steel. Not to death, just surrender. In case you're afraid.
Only of hurting someone. No, I'm not afraid at all. Not at all.
I've faced much worse than the Avar.
That demands proof. We're ready to see it when you have the courage.
Am I ready to fight right now? Wait, this is Hakkon's trial? Let's ask that.
Why do you pray to Hakkon when his fanatics cause you so much trouble?
Hakkon Wintersbreath could be testing us through those fanatics. He could be a cruel god, Lowlander. He'll favor the victor and no other. Strength to strength. If the Jaws of Hakkon tried to raid us, we'll feed their scraps to the bears.
You know what? I'm ready to fight. Let's do it. There's an arena. Let's fight.
Can we begin this trial of Hakkon?
Let's do it.
We need an offering from you first.
Oh.
To honor Hakkon and the dead.
Okay, but what's the offering?
Very well.
Okay. Well, requisition an offering to bring to the arena. I might have to do that from home, huh? Let's claim this site. Tale of Hrengar. Hrengar, ice troll. Tremble at the ice troll Hrengar. Guard your gaze against his wrath. Dead to dreams as dwarves below us. Fools in folly block their path. Weapons weeping Avar warriors struck to seek their legend mark. Fed not fortune but the lady. Folly fallen in the dark. Dead to Hrengar's fury freezing.
Every time I think I've seen the ugliest possible Avar statue, a new one turns up that surpasses my expectations.
Okay, that's cool. I've got to figure out what this... Oh, look, this seems to be the seat for the arena, which looks like it's down there. Interesting. Interesting. I want to fight in this arena. I want to fight in this arena. Ah! Ah! Inquisitor the gamer just subscribed. Avalanche, I don't know if you're still here, but there's a thing that we do when somebody subscribes. We're going to save right now because this is happening. So whenever somebody subscribes to the Academic Foxhole, we honor them with a serenade, and that serenade is the name game. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, you treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bow at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fana, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F very plain, and a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Encantador, boba, Encantador, banana, fanafof, Encantador, fee, fi, mom, Encantador. Encantador. Thank you so much for the resub. That is so amazing. It is very much appreciated, and I hope that you appreciated your serenade. It is all of the best times, and I am loving it. Also, Encantador is hard, but every time you subscribe, I feel like I get better. Encantador, Bob, Encantador. Bencantador is hard. Fincantador is fine, Mincantador is fine, but Bencantador is hard to say. Banana, fana... Encantador, Bo, Bencantador is a hard thing to say. I feel like the other ones, Banana, Fanafo, Encantador, is not as hard. I love that. 4 months, that is amazing. You are super old. You're just super old now. That is all. Oh, I love that. What do we have here? I mean, I want to be in this... I need to figure out how to get an offering so that we can just run around and... Hi, everybody. Why do we dress like this? I don't know. Don't ask me. We are looking for... What are we looking for? Quest map. So this is... This seems like that is the arena that we can't do anything with just yet. But that's okay. I think we're going to clean this up. We've got to go back to the auger. I think we've basically been around the world. Oh, I don't think we've been in here, have we? What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a path. This path looks like it probably leads... Oh. Okay. It's a path. That's cool, but we don't need to go there right now. We don't want to leave the hold just yet. I'm so glad, and I'm glad that there was dancing. Ah, so good. You know, I just want excuses. Hello? I just want excuses for lots and lots of singing all of the time. That's really all I want, and I think that's fair. I need to find... If they have more excuses... I don't even know. I just want... Ooh, I wonder if I can trigger... Nope, I don't want any meat right now. Herbs. I wonder if I can trigger... I wonder if I can trigger other songs. If there's a way to make it so that when other random things happen, songs will happen. I don't know how to do that, but I want to know how to do that. Because I feel like,
Be welcome.
I will have to ask, because you know, Random Tuesday has Profesh and Ding and little, like, audio and video pops up, and I want to know how she does that, because then we could have other random things pop up, which would be exciting. But the question is that actually, what is the bot that does it? Because if it is one of the at-home bots, then I don't know about that. I read all of the Veilfire runes, by the way.
I found all the Veilfire runes around the village.
What did you take as the purpose of the tale?
Renewal.
It was about your gods returning, but in different forms.
One of our oldest stories. Taught to us as children by the Skalds. Mountains crack, forests burn. The gods change and die. Hakkon's followers want him alive as he was.
Oh.
They will not let him die and return as he should.
Oh.
The blood magic was to hide the jaws of Hakkon's deed from other gods.
Ooh. They fear your other gods?
They have powerful magic. Why are the jaws of Hakkon afraid of other spirits?
The jaws of Hakkon turned their backs on all other gods that ever helped their hold. It is not fear that drives them. They hide their deeds from shame.
Oh, interesting.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I don't have any more questions.
I should be off.
Farewell.
So, that's interesting. I think we're really good, folks.
Lowlanders from the north.
Yeah.
They dress like that.
I don't know why we dress like that. We have crazy clothes. Don't even ask me. Cultural differences. It's fine. I think that
Seems colder than it should.
we've got... I mean, looking at this map, right? We have been through all of here. We need to sort of figure out this thing here. We can... I think... we can go this way through this path, or we can go this way. I think we should just head south, because if we do that, if we head south, I think we will get to one of the other parts of our quest, and we can pick up those shards a little bit later. I think that's fine. Also, clearly our Avar now using sort of a northern English accent that I am not actually good at doing. I would need to practice it a lot, because I don't have it yet. I've not practiced that accent. Oh, wait.
Perhaps we should search about a bit.
There's something in this area. What is in the area? Hey everybody. I don't want to fall off the mountain cliff. Is it this way? No, it's this way. It is really difficult to see what this thing is. Maybe it's down below us somewhere? I don't know. There is some kind of magical, mystical thing, and I don't know where it is. We will try to find it, maybe some other roundabout way. That's cool. We will do it, everyone. We will work it out. As the Beatles sing, we can work it out. We can work it out. Life is so unsure, and there's no time for fuss. Oh, Drunkly is the best. Drunkly is really great. This is a true fact. I don't know why you're telling us right now, other than the fact that sometimes you just want to say true fact things, which I always appreciate. Right, I think that what we're looking for is down here somewhere.
This is the place that the augur said that mage, Sigrid, tried and failed to release her spirit. It looks like the tools for her ritual are still here.
Alright. Oh, hey. What do we find?
Scorch marks. Left by magic.
I think it's excess energy from stopping a spell mid-cast.
Maybe Sigrid never completed this ritual.
Huh. Interesting. Alright, there's a bit of a mystery here. Oh! Hey! Artie Snack! How are you? I'm gonna just say something, by the way. I'm gonna say something for I just want to say, I think Artie Snack has got such good energy, and it is much appreciated. I'm doing well, Artie Snack. We're trying to figure out this mystery.
A skinned bird and one on incense.
Ritual offerings. This mage did the ritual. Why are the offerings still here?
Good question.
Maybe they didn't complete the ritual. Artie Snack, how are you doing today? Like, what is happening? What is new? What is this?
Vial of lyrium.
If you don't know what you're doing, it takes a lot of energy to banish a spirit.
Why is the vial still full?
Huh. It looks like she wasn't able to complete her ritual. There's a bit of a mystery here. And mysteries must be explored. Yeah! I know! Artie Snack has just got such good energy. You know, and I say that in a very...
The grass is trampled down here. Fight?
No. See the hoof prints? Just an animal passing through.
Probably not important then.
Well, we're gonna have to sort of figure out this... Oh! It's Energy! Hey! How are you doing, It's Energy? What is new and exciting, and what are you doing? It is such a good day today, by the way. We've got, we've been hanging out, explored an entire Avar hold, which is very exciting. We have all sorts of mysteries to finish. We also have to, find a bear, which I think is also fine. We've got a lot to do. But I feel like we actually don't have that much to do. I feel like we have like 2 or 3 things to do and then a big thing. We are back on Dragon Age. So here's our map, right? So this is there's this boathouse that we need to sort of deal with. Some shards here, some shards there. We've got some shards to pick up. Oh, we need the bear, and there should be. What is this? Oh, and then we have to confront Sigrid. So we've got a couple of things left, but then we have this boathouse, which I think we should probably just go there. We're here. Let's just go to the boathouse and see what we can learn from this boathouse.
What is this? Are the fishes of Stonebearhold too rude to share a meal with friends?
Can the jaws of Hakkon not catch their own fish? Or are those jaws only good for flapping?
Mind your toes, Bogwalker. Stonebear, the Inquisitor! Let his blood bathe the blades of the jaws of Hakkon!
What are you all on about? Why are you so freaking out? We are back on Dragon Age, and we're gonna finish it. Not today, but soon. Soon the game will be over. I've got a cool story for you guys. What is it? Give me a minute to type out. Oh, good. I like cool stories, too. Ooh, I'm excited for cool stories. Hey, fisherman.
You are the lowlander they call Inquisitor.
This is true.
I am Arvid Robson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. Thane's son here has sent word that you and yours have guest welcome in Lowland.
This is true. We do. How long have you been here?
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakkon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but
You don't agree?
they seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
You know, I was gonna say, by the way, that I lost my thought. It was good, though.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Of course they do.
It's important I go there.
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
Thane Sunhair has given you guest welcome, and I have given you warning. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
Oh, well, that's cool. How long have you been here?
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakkon arrived. They brought trouble with them.
Right.
People are expecting a raid.
Yeah. We had this conversation.
You don't
That is
agree?
fine.
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting.
What's in these buildings?
Well,
What's in here? Let's loot this guy's stuff, because that's rude. Battle mage armor? A maul? Nice. I'm sure it's not as good as the stuff I already have, because I've been working it. But let's break into the other house of this guy, because who doesn't like stealing from people who are our friends and who are leaving us boats? Maybe it's not stealing. Maybe it's borrowing for the Inquisition. It's totally stealing. It's totally stealing. It's fine. Alright, folks. We are here. There is a nice... Oh. What? We have to climb. I'm interested. What's up here? Exploring! Loot. Just stealing more stuff. Some elf fruit. That's cool. Jumping off of buildings. Because that's what I do. A little bit of fast travel. Excellent. Oh, hey. How are you?
Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Oh, is someone missing?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the catch again.
Okay.
Farewell.
We'll look for her.
Day to you.
I just want to point out, before I read Its Energy's story, which I'm very excited for, I just really love this quote by Krellin. The game's going to be over soon. Citation needed. And this is fair. That is fair. Let's see. Me and my coworker were at a gas station, and this guy came up to us. I'm out. A work van. His van had broken down and needed help. We were like, yeah, we aren't doing anything. We couldn't get his van going, so we took him back to his studio. It turns out that the guy was the lead singer of a band named Hakkon. He gave us free CDs and told us about how he goes on tours and stuff. It was a pretty random and cool moment. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, Jer, it's Shadowrun time? Are you running or playing? Are you GMing or playing? We're requisitioning. That's what we're doing. It's totally fine and not at all sketchy. Oop. Cher, are you playing or running? Whichever one you're doing, I hope you have fun. So here's the thing, folks. This is where we need to go. It's the boat. It's where we need to go, but I don't want to go there yet because I feel like that'll be the end of the thing, and there are a couple of other things we can do first. So I think what I want to do instead is wrap up those last loose ends. We don't have a lot of loose ends left, but we have a couple, and I want to wrap those up first before we go to this island, because I just feel like that island is endgame, and I want to just get the rest of our stuff out of the way first. Oh, thanks, Encantador. I will see you either on Thursday or next Saturday. Next week I will see you. That's great. Oh, good. Oh, Dema runs it. Oh, nice. Have a good time and let us know how it goes. Post in the Discord what you all do and your excitement. Looks like we have to go up there. Oh, Crit Witch. Crit Witch. I see you, Crit Witch. You have shown yourself. You have shown yourself, and now you must suffer the consequences of showing yourself. Are you ready for the consequences of showing yourself? Are we? Is everybody, why are you all stressed out? People, relax. I have to talk to Crit Witch. My party members are all stressed out right now. Crit Witch. Come on, everybody. I said, let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. You treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bow, add a B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F very plain, and a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Crit Witch, Crit Witch, Crit Witch, Bo Bit Witch, Banana, Thana, Fo Fit Witch, Fee, Fi, Mo Mit Witch. Crit Witch. Oh, thank you for the subscription that you did on Thursday. It is much appreciated, and I hope you liked your serenade. So exciting. And I want to say one thing. It's a thing I need to point this out. I am just waiting for the time when someone subscribes whose name starts with a B, an F, or an M. Because there's a special rule if the name starts with a B, F, or M. And I want someone to subscribe with a B, F, or M so that I can sing the other part of the song that explains the exception to the rule. Because there's an exception to the rule about how to do it if somebody's name starts with a B, F, or M. And just one day that will happen. Someone will subscribe, and I'll be able to sing that part of the song for you all. Because, you know, there's an exception. Which is so exciting. Woo! Oops. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button, and I fell off a cliff. And that is sad. Also, so the next person to subscribe needs to add one of these letters to their start of their name. But it should be a nice, real name. Also, I really feel like... Oh, hey, did we find it? I think it might be... Oh, there it is. Look at that. What is this?
There's a lot of loose stone here, and a Navarre axe.
Someone left it on purpose. A trail walker.
The woman at the beach said her cousin Runa went climbing. Maybe this is where she began.
Maybe. I hope we can find them. Let's see. Too bad Trooper is sleeping. Wait! My love just subscribed! No, I didn't see it! Oh my gosh! Wait! My love just subscribed! That's amazing! Okay, first off, my love, I want to thank you so much for subscribing, and here in the Academic Foxhole, when somebody subscribes, we sing the name game. And because you have subscribed, you get the serenade. And the serenade for you is, come on everybody! I said, let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, you treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say Bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fana, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F very plain, and a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. But if the first two letters are ever the same, you drop them both, then say the name. Like Bob, Bob drop the B's, Bo-ob, or Fred, Fred drop the F's, fo-red, or Mary, Mary drop the M's, mo-airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. My love, my love, my love, bo-ba love, banana, fana, fo-fi love, fee-fi, mo, I love. My love. Woo! Oh! Thank you, my love. Ooh, I just pressed a button the wrong way. I didn't even mean to do it. Thank you, my love. It is much appreciated. I appreciate the subscriptions very, very much, but I especially appreciate the ability to sing the name game and also the extra special add-on part with this special rule. Thank you so much. That is amazing. That is amazing. Woo! I did it. I did it. Don't you love it? See, I'm going to tell you something. One of my favorite things in that entire song is when we learn about the special rule where if the first two letters are ever the same, you drop them both and then say the name. And then she's like, Bob, Bob drop the B's, Bo-ob, and I love this part. Fred, Fred drop the F's, fo-red, fo-red. Like, how amazing is that? Fo-red. That's just amazing. Contrary rule for the win. I love that so much. I think it's so great. Are we? Oh no, we've got all the shards. We're good there. Faux red. How great a word is faux red. I just think this is where we need to be. We need to clear up these things up here. So we're gonna just head north. Why don't we just fast travel? We're gonna fast travel over there, pop through that pass, and hit those things. I love contrary rules. So good. So good. I'm sorry that sorry it took me like a couple seconds to hit it, but then I got it. Faux red. This is what I mean, Skexy. Hey, Skexy. How are you doing? Also, faux red. Mo, I love. Don't let Sprinkles find out. Here's the thing. Thank you so much, my love. It is much appreciated, your subscription. And if you've not joined our Discord, please do. This is the Academic Foxhole, and I'm so glad to have you here. It is wonderful and excellent to have you be a member of some of the coolest folks around, the most excellent battle buddies who are smart, fun, cool, awesome. Everybody here is so great, and I have only the most love for the battle buddies, and now you, my love. One of our grad corporals. Also, what are we looking at here anyway? What is going on here? We will find a way to figure out what is happening. And also, Skexy, welcome. I cannot see a thing. Okay, here we go. We're fine. I can now see a thing. Also, you know what? I will tell you. I will declare my love for Mo. I will do it. I don't even care. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of Sprinkles. I mean, I might be a little afraid of Sprinkles. That's sort of true. Because Sprinkles can be a little scary. This is a huge, massive tree, right? What are we looking at? These are like crazy tree roots. This is very exciting. But I think we should probably not go this way right now. I mean, it is exciting, but I don't know about that. Let's keep going this way. Ooh. Faux red. I do love Mo, but Sprinkles is the superior puppet. Sprinkles... I think I like Mo's laid-backness more than I like Sprinkles' aggroness. And I think it's cool to like Sprinkles best. Sprinkles is awesome. Sprinkles, after all, is the first. But I like Mo's mellowness. Like, Mo's mellow, and I like it. I do, like, I enjoy a little bit of mellowness and a little lack aggro. It's a thing. So, where is this thing that I'm looking for, everyone? Strong, demanding. I like strong, demanding women, but I don't like bratty women. And Sprinkles gets bratty. That's all. Artie Snack agrees with me, but doesn't tell. Well, right, you can't tell him because Sprinkles might kill you. This is all I'm saying.
There. Another trail marker.
Ooh. Okay. We have another trail marker. I don't even know why I'm carrying this balefire right now, folks. We are... Okay, we're going to try to find this one here. I think we can do it. So we're going to head north to follow this trail, and I hope... That's because she's still young. You know what? But I don't want to encourage that behavior. And she's also not as young as you think she is. She is like... She acts young, but she's not that young. That's all I'm saying. She is, she's not that young. Woo! Wait! Don't fall off! Sorry. I have a habit of, falling off of cliffs. I try to avoid it.
Mountain climber was here.
Yes. Our mountain climber was here. And I suppose she's just up a little bit more this way, I hope. We can find our mountain climber. I'm hopeful. I'm just saying she's not as young as she pretends to be. Like, let's put it this way, she is not 14. Do you know what I mean? She is not 14. That's all. And I don't want to encourage said behavior. But I like her, you know. I just... Oh. Uh-oh. Broken axe?
Another marker here.
That's... Sprinkle's the only... Oh. Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. I was an only child, and I got a baby sister. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't attack my baby sister, and I wasn't mean to my baby sister. Like you gotta, like... You know... Come on now. Like, Mo didn't do anything. Don't be mean to Mo. And I say this as an older sibling, right? I was the eldest here. And, like, I had to watch my sister all the time. And did that get old and tiresome? It did. Because I, like, you know, I didn't want to hang out with my sister all the time. But still, what are we looking at right now? Where are we? Okay. But, where are we? I think we're going this way. Basically, Sprinkles is mean.
Just in time. Join the fray.
Okay.
Fight's a worthy one.
We will kill that thing, whatever it is. It's cool. I like to kill things. I'm a killing thing kind of person. Lots of killing things. It is all good. Oh, it's dead. You know, I didn't really pick on my younger sibling, though. I was 6 when my baby sister was born. And I didn't really pick on her. I mean, maybe I picked on her a little bit, but she actually picked on me. That was more of what was going on.
Well thought. I'd heard lowlanders were about. You'd be the Inquisitor.
This is true.
Your cousin was looking for you.
Oh, the fishing. I was to help Lena with the fishing. I must make an offering to the gods first. Shall I give your names in the prayer?
What offering?
What's an offering prayer?
I've climbed this hill 1,000 times. Today, it was as if a wind from the spirits lifted me. I was going to thank the gods with a brace of nugs. That beast must have scented the meat.
Ooh. You mean to give it to the gods?
You offer meat to spirits?
But the Lady of the Skies sends her birds, and Korth Mountain Father sends his wolves and bears. They wouldn't normally hear the prayer of a lowlander, but since you helped in the fight, I'll speak for you.
Thank you. Please include me in your prayers. That's very kind of you.
I'd be honored to be mentioned in your offering.
The spirits will remember.
Right. Maybe leave my name out of it.
A prayer to spirits.
Like,
This wise. Sometimes a spirit's attention can linger.
Y'all just be mellow about it, people. Let her do her thing. It's fine. When I was 5, my little brother was born. I mess with him all the time, but it's part of our personal experience. We argue all the time,
the skies,
but have some of the best talks and have good memories together.
Korth grants mountain shelter, Hakkon blooded hide and bone. Take this gift from Runa Learsdotten, and the Inquisitor from the lands below.
Oh, there's a spirit.
I just felt something.
A blessing? That's a good sign.
Oh.
You bring fine luck, Herald.
Well, I didn't expect it to just pop up.
All right, then. Moving on.
Y'all are so nervous.
We've been favored. The gods don't always appear.
Oh.
I'll tell Lena this tale. Perhaps a good story will put a smile on her face.
I just got a +1 to dexterity. I don't like that's cool. You know what? I'm pretty like it's fine. Spirits, makers, whatever. People doing their thing. I was gonna say that really with me, I was like super skinny growing up. I was like at one point in time the wind knocked me over, and my sister sort of has a stockier build, and hello all these bones. And my sister, 6 years younger than me, she learned something real quick, and that was that because she was younger, she could attack me, and I wouldn't be able to do anything about it, because if I did anything about it, I would get yelled at. Right? You don't hit your little sister, like that's no good. So, we need to go and get that bear. So it was one of these sort of like messed up situations where my sister realized that I couldn't hit her, but she could hit me, and she was actually quite strong. So my sister, and she would like, there was a time like she would get frustrated, and so she would like attack me with a broom or with a roller skate or a footstool. Yeah, it was fun, and like I couldn't do anything about it. Like I just had to be like, well, I'm not allowed to do anything to my little sister, so I just would like, it was irritating. So it's not just older siblings who pick on younger siblings for footstool. No, we had a little footstool. I made it in shop. I made it like it was a footstool that I made in wood shop in middle school. And yeah, she decided she was frustrated, so she picked up this little footstool that I made, and she was like chased me around the house with it, trying to beat me with this footstool. That was I just want to get down here, but I feel like I will die. Look, do you think we can maybe make our way down this path? Oh, it looks like we can, but maybe by taking a lot of damage. Look, there's got to be just a, like, I just am interested in, you know, just, I don't want to die or anything, but, like, can't we just, oh, I'm at low health. Can't we just, I'll take a potion. Because I just feel like there's got to be a way to, like, climb down this big, oh gosh. There is a way to climb down, and it involves being injured a lot, actually, it looks like. It involves being injured a lot. I'm surprised I didn't result from mental torture. My little brother learned the same thing, that I got punished when he fought. Yes, thank you, Krellin. But he grew out of it because my anger made me often uncaring of the consequences. That's actually a comical mental imagery for some reason. My older sister would render me useless when I was younger, and I feel you. My little brother couldn't get in trouble either. Oh my gosh, right? Back from the internet drop. Trooper said, Trooper in the Falling Simulator. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Yeah, no, and I know that, like, I realize it's not good, me just jumping off of cliff faces. I understand but it's the fastest way to get there.
There was a fight here. Men. And something big. This could be tied to that Avar bear. No corpse and no cart to carry a bear. Wherever it is, it isn't far.
Okay, we're gonna find this Avar bear, everyone. And maybe next time I won't just have to use 3 health potions jumping off of cliffs. I feel like Keyleth, like, but if I were Keyleth, I wouldn't have been a goldfish. Goldfishes don't have a lot of health.
Be prepared. There's no telling what trouble we'll find down here.
Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll find Avar. This is my feeling. Avar who want to kill us. It seems pretty clear that that's what that's going to be about. But we'll do a little bit of murdering. It'll be cool. What are all of those things? Does anyone else feel a tad uncomfortable with all that over there? No? What is that? I don't know. I don't know about that. I would do a little bit of mental torturing of my sister, not a whole lot. Just a little. Not a lot, but you know, 6 years is a 6-year age gap is a kind of a bit of a funny age gap because like, so I would have to babysit my sister all the time, you know, it's like what you do. And 6 years means that like when I'm 12, she's 6. And 12-year-olds don't really want to hang out with 6-year-olds. And 6-year-olds don't really want to hang out with 12-year-olds. Because the things that I liked doing when I was 12 was going down to the local ice cream shop and playing video games for a really long time. And she found that super boring. So, yeah. Yeah. I have empathy for her, though. And she's awesome. She's... oh, you know... wait, what is this up here? Oh, we need to explore this cave. Okay. I think we need to go back up. Because I think what we have to do... because I think we have to go back up. I hit my brother once in a while, and the grown-ups just said, wait till he gets bigger. That pissed me off, and he got one more, but we have been one each other's very good friends, and he totally asks stuff. Are we where we need to be? I don't know. That's true, my sister's 11 years older than me, so we didn't really hang out until I got a lot older. Oh, PH has no siblings. PH, it's okay. Siblings, I want to jump off that cliff. Don't do it. I just want to get where I want to get, and I feel like I just can't get there just by willing it. Alright, we'll go back up this area. Whatever. Although I don't know. We'll see. We're going up this way. Hopefully this will bring us where we want to go. Now, it was also interesting because, like, when I was 18, she was 12. Do you know what I mean? But I will say, it's not a bad age gap. I didn't mind it, and of course when you get older, it doesn't matter at all. And I suppose she... Did you hear that? And when she got older, you know, she... Do you hear that? I actually think we need to go all the way back down, is what I think. I think that's how we're going to get... Maybe? Abandoned jail. Locked door. Storbacher cage. Explore the cave. I think what I want to do is go all the way down to the floor of this valley and see if we can, if that one cave that we saw will take us where we need to go. That is going to be my, and then if not, we'll come back up here. Because I suspect it's, wait, what are we doing up here? I don't even want to be up here now. I'm an only child, so the closest to siblings I had were my cousins. Oh, I think that's fair. I think cousins work. If you see your cousins a lot, I think that totally works. But this is what I want to say. Krellin, we were talking about hot anger versus cool anger. And what I think is really interesting is that I'm very much a cool anger sort of person, but my sister is very much a hot anger sort of person. She is the kind of person that when she got angry, you know, she would get violent, and she would get very red. And I am a cool anger sort of person. I don't tend to externalize that way. And I just thought that was interesting. Like, because, you know, we're both, you know, we're siblings, and it's just interesting how, you know, one person can be hot, one person can be cold, and it doesn't seem to be any sort of rhyme or reason to it, really. Don't know why. Oh, there's the cave. That's the cave we're looking for. There we go. Oh, sweet. Splendaris. Great. Here's the cave that we're looking into. My anger is the coolest. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't know why it just tends to be my habit to not... Oh, hey. There's some bad guys there. We should kill them. I think those are Avar. I think the Avar captured this special holy bear of the oh, hey, of that clan. So that's a bad sign. That's not going to be good. Also, Iron Bull, stop being injured. We're good. Holy bear, Batman! Okay, I think that was good. We're gonna free this holy bear. Holy bear, Batman! I haven't seen the 1960s Batman in a while, and I feel like I probably should. And... oh, hey! Where did you come from? And why are you here? Oh, there's another one. Where are they coming from? And why are they attacking? Well, they're attacking me because they're the jaws of Hakkon, and they like the Hakkon and the slash-on. That's... right, I mean, that's... oop. So bloody. Alright. Let's open this cage. And let's free that bear. Hey, bear. Hi, how are you? I'm sorry that people were so messed up. Ooh, here are these locked doors. Let's... oh, I don't think these are the locked doors. But let's open locked doors, because I'm a rogue, and what I do is open locked doors all the time, and then loot things. Because, I'm a hoarder. Oh, hey, are you following me? You do realize that, I don't think... here we go. I don't think that... thank you. Okay. Oh, I think the bear's gonna follow us. Which... fair enough. But, if you can open a door, it isn't important. Ooh. Special loot. I'm all about it. Super awesome scepter. I think we might have to lead this bear back. This bear back to the Stone Bear clan hold. I think that's what we have to do. Also, let's take these things. Ooh, Mysteries of the Frostback Basin. A voluminous pile of notes and observations, half diary and half research notes. These parchments have no clear order, if they ever did. At the top, someone has written, Observations of the Mysteries of the Frostback Basin and their hidden connection to the great secrets buried by the ages. Secret prisoners of Tevinter. Long ago, this would have been under the water until the Tevinter drained much of the swamp Coldstodden to build this prison. Why make a jail so remote? For prisoners they wish to hide. Tevinter has made war on Orlais many times, but I now believe there's also a secret war between them that the common people are not allowed to see. This prison is a remainder of this secret war that continues in our time. I speak of Orlais' attempt to rouse the Snake Kings of Earth against Tevinter's alliance with the Moon Men. This is explained in Sir Yick's pamphlets, of which I have read many, which explain things such as why the snake appears in Tevinter drawings, and how the Snake Kings came to exist. Crystals. Did Moonmen have their Tevinter allies keep the reptilian ones here so they could interrogate them at their leisure? None can say, but I will say yes, as that would fit my theories. Someone has sketched landmarks on the back of one of the papers, a crumbling Tevinter wall standing in a shallow marsh, an island in the middle of a river, something that looks like a Tevinter prison, and a small Tevinter outpost with a terrace on one side and a metal sculpture in the courtyard. Huh. Okay. And then let's open this last door. Ingolf, who on Earth was the meteorological person calling the storm Ingolf, that a mouse name. Ice Bunny, could you rephrase that? I don't understand. Master belt of grenades, all very awesome. Okay, hey Bear, let's take you home, huh? You've been kidnapped, let's take you home. I hope you can move quickly, because I rest for no bear. Also, Tevinter, I think we're going to be attacked by these Jaws of Hakkon the entire time. Yeah. Looks like we're going to be fighting our way through this the whole way. Oh, also looks like that bear's going to be helping us, which is kind of awesome. And whoa, what? There's a lot going on here right now, everybody. There's a lot of fighting and murder and like mad bear spirits. That's okay. Well, that was intense. Let's loot all of those bodies. I like it. Yeah, Ice Bunny, can you tell us a bit more about, could you rephrase your sentence? Why is there a Veilfire here? Why do you think there's Veilfire here? Do you think there's something in this cave that if we had Veilfire would tell us something cool? Let's just look. Just in case. I like to, you know, be thorough. Storms always get crap names. You can call it Desolation, and maybe then it will fit the bill. Not George of whatever. That's actually also very good. Like Storm Harvey, Storm Fred, Storm Judy. I think you're right. There's something on my map. What do we have? That's there. What is this? Oh, the bear's free. We can just jump there. We don't need to walk. Let's just jump there. Just jump it over there. I actually also think we need to do one other thing far on the west of the map. So, gang, we are doing like gangbusters right now. This is really good. Yeah, by the way, they're going to be super helpful right now. Hurricane Harvey.
Blood-drinking, Hackonite chicken crabs. Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
I will ask, she's unhurt?
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her?
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended.
Ooh.
It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
Oh. That sounds bad.
They wanted to send a god to destroy us. Could they wait until I'm done with the current god who wants to destroy us?
You are right to worry. This battle is not yet won. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old Jaws of Hakkon did the same.
It's no good.
They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
This is not good, folks. How was Hakkon lost?
What did you mean when you said that their
Also, the game never ends.
lost Hakkon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakkon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work.
Also, do those look like shark teeth behind her to you? They look like shark teeth to me. What would that mean, by the way?
What would happen if the Jaws of Hakkon succeeded in their plan?
Hakkon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakkonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields. The gods should stay where they belong.
Yeah, so you don't want war, right?
I wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands.
Is that what your skulls say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
She's smart. I like her. Also, I think you make a good point. They do look like only one row. That does look like only one row of teeth. They do look singular. Yes. I do wonder what kind of creature that is, then. What is our next step?
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
Okay, but how do we enter this fortress?
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
Okay, so
I'll speak with you later.
We've got two things. We've got this big deal that involves the Hakkonites in this fortress and the wall of ice, and we still have to get to this island to find out about the last Inquisitor. So where are we at map-wise? So we also have to figure out how to do this. Figure out how to craft some sort of. Well, maybe. I have a question. What if we can craft whatever we need for this sacrifice ourselves? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what sort of sacrifice they want.
Fine work.
So, craft weapon? These are a lot of weapons that I have. They don't seem very interesting. We have to craft some sort of sacrifice to get into this arena, which I want to do, but I don't know. I don't even know. So, let's hit the map, go all the way over. These are shards. We'll pick them up later. I think that's also a shard. It is. But I want us to head right over here so we can finish up that one last quest line. Snacrifice. Yeah. So I think we're really good. We need to head, we need to get down. Here we go. We'll use this lift, we'll head down to the floor. We've got to confront that woman who looks like didn't actually make the sacrifice to separate her from her spirit. So that's south. And then I think like we are heading towards end zone. Hello, dead bodies. Burned dead bodies. Creepy burned dead bodies. Are we, oh, we're going the wrong way. Let's go this way. This is how we gotta go. Beautiful, creepy... More burned, creepy dead bodies. Ugh. Folks. What are we looking at? Okay. So now it looks like we have to go up here to get... Snackerfice. I feel like Snackerfice involves, like, chips and salsa, maybe, or, like, crackers and cheddar cheese. All of those sound like really good Snackerfices to me. I would super Snackerfice some really delicious... What is this? Hi. What's going on? Hello, Sigrid the Exile. Oh, I wouldn't sacrifice you. Yeah, I learned why you're exiled.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
Tell me about this ritual. Come on now.
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
Yeah, I found your offering intact, though.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
Yeah, even the lyrium?
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
I do. I think you're in trouble.
Perhaps it would be easier to confess what happened to a stranger than to your people.
So even a stranger senses my shame. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
Oh, yeah, okay, I get it, but I don't know if that's good for you. You know what I mean? It means that much to you?
You're friends with this spirit.
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down. The gods change, the gods can die, and yet I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
I get it. It must be hard. What does the spirit want? Your spirit. Let's just ask what the spirit wants.
So how does your teacher feel about this? Does he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time, he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
Oh. So I need your advice, everybody. This is advice time. This is time for advice happening. So at this moment, so here's this woman who didn't actually sort of separate from her spirit. And either I could offer her to become my agent, or I could tell her that she should go and confess to her Augur. Do we tell her to confess to her Augur, and whatever happens to her, or do we ask her to become part of the Inquisition? And I only ask because the historical pattern is that this particular Inquisitor, Mercutio, tends to be pretty fine allying with all sorts of people. So, yeah, no, yep, you are correct, PH. You are correct. You can be my agent.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirit certainly qualify.
Yep.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Sure.
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
Iron Bull doesn't like.
Spirits just as bad.
She is an abomination.
I know.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath breaking.
Ugh.
It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you.
I'm gonna tell you, I think it's amazing because no, Cassandra's not gonna like it, and no, Iron Bull's not gonna like it. There are like so many people who are like my allies who would not like it. But like just like this is how Mercutio is. Mercutio's like, you're bound to spirits? Whatever, come join. You're Avar? I don't care, come join. Like he's really fine with some questionable people. He just doesn't. It's fine.
I'll be on my way.
Exactly.
Goodbye.
Exactly, Mr. Big Nugs. We need all manner of agent, and Mercutio is just really pragmatic that way. He's like, it's fine. So we have done, it looks like we've done everything except, and now it's time for us to go take this boat to the island. That is what it looks like we need to do. So let's jump over here. I'm so nervous, everyone. We're going to go to this island before we close today, and we're going to sort of see what is there for us. I'm a little nervous. But while we're here, we can, get this shard, which is... Let's just get this shard. We've got one northwest shard. Just pick up a shard while we're here. It'll be fine. I'm all about getting our... No, don't buffer. No buffering. Don't buffer. I do not approve of buffering. Ooh, Everite. Here we go. Look at this. We're just going to pick up this shard, which is probably up here because that's how life goes. Ugh, stupid shards. It's so irritating because you always have to find some sort of complicated way to get up there. They never make it easy. But I suppose that's part of the point. Oh, hold on. We have to kill those things. Because they will kill us otherwise. So just a little bit of murder. It'll be fine. And don't even worry about it. It's alright. I think we're good. Just it'll be fine. It'll just a little bit of killing. Boom. See, it was fine. We will loot. We will loot again. And I think what we're going to have to do is get on that wall and jump across, is what I'm thinking. What is this? Oh, it's the Veilfire. I don't need that. It's fine. So we need to get... Alright, we need to get up here on this wall. I think if we do that, then we can make it all the way across with just some epic jumping. It will... Hopefully we can do it. I think this is going to be a bit of a... oh, okay. Sorry, I'm going to be a little stressed out about trying to jump across this bridge. Okay. We're good. What is this? Ooh. Mysteries of the Frostback Basins. The mystery of the aqueducts. After much reading, I know that Teventa walls by the lakes were called aqueducts, which were roads that carried water to their forts of stone. These aqueducts drained water from the lower regions, but that is not the whole reason the Teventas changed the land. Parts of the basin have been altered in the past, which one can see if they are the right mind for it. There's only one explanation. Paths of mystic resonance, or mystic lines, or ley lines run through the land. The mages in the hold deny ley lines exist, but They are protecting secrets of fraternity, or else are ignorant of secret lowlander rites. As proof, Professor Waylon Vankin maps lines of power across the basin in his book Ode to the Ordo Templis Royalis. He does not say so in the book to a casual reader, but certain secret signs left by the professor to befuddle his enemies point to it very clearly. If one reads the text 8 times, someone is a conspiracy theorist. Someone's a conspiracy theorist. Loving it. The bird muffins are really neat. And they did put that. No, I will get it. The only good that can come out of this storm would be when it racks the election posters. Oh, you'll be right. Aqueducts. Got it. I love aqueducts. I think that all ducks should be aqua. So, did it. And there should be, from our map... Oh, that's that one. So now we just need to head south. That's it. Let's head south. We'll get... Gang, I think we almost have enough... I think we almost have enough... enough crystals that we can open up that last where are my friends? I suppose it doesn't matter that we can open up the last temple. Right, there's that last temple space over there where we always have to try to find where that temple is, and it's always a little irritating and difficult. But I actually think that we might have enough so that we can actually finish that one zone completely. We will do it next session. We don't have to do it now. But I'm just excited that I think we might be able to do it. Where are we? Okay. Wait, is an aqueduct different than a gooey duck? How different is a gooey duck from an aqueduct? A gooey duck, gooey duck, dig a duck a day, gooey ducks, dig a ducks. I don't know how that song goes. I mean, I've heard it more than one time, but I don't actually know how it goes. Shards. Come on. Oh, go. Here we go. Dig a duck, dig a duck, dig a gooey duck, dig a duck, dig a duck, dig a gooey duck a day. I have never sung this song, and I've only heard it played on Random Tuesday's stream. So if I get it right at all... Oh! Oop. Cliff. Sorry. It's about to just walk off a cliff. Direct cliff. Why a duck? Why not a horse? Oh, I'm sorry, PH. I didn't mean to do that to you, but then I did it. Let's head due west to pick up that last shard. Never eat shredded wheat. Wheat this way. Right? Dig a duck, dig a duck, dig a duck, dig a duck, dig a gooey duck, dig a duck, dig a gooey duck, dig a duck a day. Dig a duck, dig a duck, dig a gooey duck, dig a duck, dig a gooey duck, dig a duck a day. Or something along those lines. Something like that. I don't know if I got it right, but I feel like that was pretty close, right? That was pretty good. And also, now it's stuck in PH's head, which I feel like is probably something that he wanted all along. He just didn't want to tell us because he was afraid we would judge him. I think, okay, we want to head this way. Hi, Silverite. And... hello, more Silverite. There's a monster there, but I don't know if we need to really deal with it. I think maybe we can just climb up here and get the shard. Our last shard. Maybe. Dig a duck, dig a duck, dig a gooey duck, dig a duck, dig a gooey duck. Dig a duck a day. Dig a duck, dig a duck. Alright, we need to get up on these rocks. It's okay. We'll find it. And once we get up on the rocks, we will be able to port right to where that bridge is, and then we are in Golden. climbing is always such a like a. I'm sorry that I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad, folks, that my friends are mad at me for allowing abominations to hang out with us. I just don't think Mercutio cares. Like, me personally, me, Trooper 6, hey, Astrarium, I'm a little sad about it, because, you know, I don't like to disappoint my friends and all that business, but, I just don't think Mercutio cares very much about it, so... Although, I just want you to know that I feel a little guilty. You know, the thing is, I feel like I should probably have... I wish I were in a space where I would take What's-His-Face along with me more often. Baldhead. What's-His-Face? You know? Ugh. Baldhead, my elf friend. Ugh. You know who I'm talking about. My elf friend. Ah! What's his name? What's his name? Everyone? My elf friend. Oh. And I can't even remember his name. I'm the worst. Hello. Nothing to talk to about? It's fine.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Let's take a boat. I did. So, what's his name? Oh, we're gonna save. And we're getting towards the end of our play session, but I thought what we should do is just travel to this new place since we've cleared out everything in all of this area except for this new space, and we can just see what is here. We can see what
Anybody else smells sea air and spice. That isn't right.
Your mind is being influenced by the spirits here.
Ooh.
They're drawing sorrow from you like you draw water from a well.
Glad I asked.
Oh. Stream's End. We're getting towards Stream's End. Letter found near many corpses. Who wrote this letter? We don't know, so we'll just go with this one. The barbarians are afraid to go to this island. I can see why, with all of the spirits, but it is completely safe. I was out there by myself for a good half hour, and the spirits never bothered me. Steal one of the Avar boats and set up a camp. This route will bypass all of the taxes, and the Avar and spirits all around. Nobody in their right mind will track us here. I know how you feel about the demons, but trust me, this is a completely safe, peaceful even. All you have to do is to relax on the island and wait for goods to come your way. It's completely safe. It is not completely safe, everybody. It was clearly a bad idea. Whoever that was is dead.
No, I can't.
Wait, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
God. No, without.
Oh. Hey. So this is like, I think this is our I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I feel like we shouldn't press forward. I feel like we should, it's 3:30. I think we should go back home. Because I think that we would just push in. Why can't I go here? Oh, I don't think I can fast travel from this area, gang. There are spirits everywhere. Yeah, we can't fast travel. Home is where the heart is, and your real home is in your chest. Yeah, no, safe is irrelevant. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. This is like a whole place. We're not gonna hang out here right now. We're gonna go back to Skyhold. That's what we're gonna do. we're gonna go back to Skyhold because this is a whole new thing. We're gonna end it. We're going to end it next week. We're going to go to Skyhold now because it is 3:30, and we should deal with that. We should deal with all of that business. That is. Also, PH, how do you know my heart is in my chest? What if I were some sort of like a lich or something, and my heart was in like some sort of phylactery somewhere, not in my chest? Like, what if it were somewhere else? You don't know. Although I feel like if I were a lich, I feel like I would have worse skin than I do, and that you could tell. I feel like liches don't look healthy. Maybe that's a stereotype, though. Maybe I'm being unfair. True, I keep all my important things in my chest. Gold, weapons, jewels, magic scrolls, quest items. Quest item! So I think we're good. Yeah, right? But also, I just don't, like, maybe... I just don't think liches, like, my feeling about liches is they probably smell bad. And I think liches smell bad. Because I feel like they smell of rotting. These are just my thoughts on this one. Also, I think that we can go in here and figure out what kind of offering to give so we can play in that arena. So I think that is a thought. Paladin. What are your thoughts on the difference between a paladin and a war cleric? Inquiring minds want to know. So, we have... What do we have here? Though King Haramont of Orzammar rushes to ensure that his Tig's continued alliance with the Inquisition, he cannot grant Professor Kenrick access to the Orzammar. Shaper it. He trusts we will be understanding. As a sign of continued friendship, he offers an approved selection of copies of Shaper records to be presented to Presenter Kenrick. Oh. A note from Josephine. A note from Kenrick follows. Let's see. Undeadism is not okay. Undead used to be people too. They used to be people, but are they people now? This is a question I have. I thought that I totally sent Liliana there to do that business. I'm an old school paladin. I fight for good. I'm always lawful good. Fighter cleric serves as god and their interests, good or otherwise. But what's the difference between a paladin, let's say a lawful good paladin, and a war cleric who worships a lawful good god, and therefore is going to be fighting for lawful goodness? Question. The Shapert's notes are incredible. I'd hope for some mention of Orina's parentage, but wait, I'm not complaining. A few documents is far more than I had before. Orina met Ameridan while fighting demons in the Deep Roads, as history states. Since dwarves do not possess magic, Ameridan had come to learn ways in which non-mages could fight demons more effectively. Orina was gifted in this field and had developed several unique methods. Apparently, Orina did not get along with Ameridan's friend Haron at the time. It was quite a shock when she announced her departure from the Tig. I'm surprised that King Haramont sent the leaving bid, actually. Fascinating. There's not much more on Orina, although your commander may find some of the battle reference of interest. I will see that they remain in Skyhold's possession. From Bram Kenrick, University of Orlais. Let's accept that. And this here, a cultured exchange, this is what we're going to need. He still serves his god first and good second. Also his powers from his god. His god can at time decide, yeah, nah bro, you're done. I need to go and reread 1E's AD&D's description of the paladin. A cultured exchange. Sigrid Gulsdotten is a very, shall I say, interesting choice of recruit, Inquisitor. Commander Cullen has had a great deal to say on the matter. I imagine not good things. Still, we've had an interest from scholars and mages before, beside themselves at the chance to speak with a stable abomination, especially since the Chanter is too weak to forbid it with any force. I believe that Gulsdotten, with a guide and some guards for her own protection, would be a valuable guest to send to collect lectures and salons. Oh. Huh. So, Ambassador Montier, you cannot be serious, Commander Cullen. So who do we send with our new agent? Say the word Inquisitor, and I will send one of our new Avar mage on a brisk tour of cultural exchange. Cullen, this is madness. If you must, have this Avar abomination meet with our own scholars, in a small room, far from anything, with a Templar present. No, we're going to just go with Josephine, and we're going to send all sorts of exchange all over the place. My powers come from my oath to do good and be good. I really need to figure out, I need to reread the description of paladins in first edition to find out if first edition paladins, how they're described, what their relationship to deities are in first edition D&D. If it is just to alignment, or if it is to, like, I need to figure it out. Send relics of Turda Bright Axe. Send Skywatcher to Stonebear Hold. Oh. The Avar of Stonebear Hold greatly respect Turda Bright Axe, the legendary founder of Avar. An earlier search located the spot where many of Turda Bright Axe's possessions were left. Her body, of course, has been destroyed in accordance with how Avar deal with their dead. While her weapon, apparently a mage's staff rather than an axe, may no longer be available, Stonebear Hold would likely appreciate other relics you found at the site. Sure. Right, we will do that.
Let's see what we have.
That's super excellent. And then lastly, send Skywatcher to Stonebear Hold. Skywatcher, the Avar healer we encountered in the Fallowmire, is evidently respected across many holds as a wise and practical man. He's expressed an interest in seeing Stonebear Hold. Having him pay the hold a visit on behalf of the Inquisition might garner more respect with them, and we will do that as well.
To work?
I think that is good times. And I think we've sent all of our people on missions. So, that is all of our sending missions on things. That was that. Feeling good about it. And we've got a bunch of stuff. I think we should just check our, as we're chatting with each other, because it's time for us to go. It is end of days time, my friends. It is time for me to close the stream for today, even though it was so lovely. Plant new seed. Rashvine nettle. Lovely. We are good. So we're going to go. This is it for today, my folks. Next Saturday, we will go and explore this island and find out what we can do to finish up the Jaws of Hakkon. And that's really exciting. And next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, we will play Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time, blind playthrough. I've heard good things about it, and I'm excited. Apparently it's going to be very disturbing. So, like, you don't think it's going to be disturbing, and then it'll be really disturbing. So I don't know what that means, but I'm excited to find out. So that'll be exciting. So join me on Thursday if you like, and then next Saturday we're going to go and dive into the Jaws of Hakkon, and I think just finish it up, and that will also be exciting. I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole, and everyone hanging out here, we're all the battle buddies, and all of my battle buddies are so cool. Next Saturday, we play the never-ending game. I have a Discord. If you would like to join the Discord, please do. We talk about all sorts of things, especially a lot of tabletop RPGs. And we've got a lot of neat things going on there, so please come in and join in. I'm going to look up Paladins in first edition and see what they say, and we'll post about it and talk about it in our Discord. Also, I have to remember to post the song by Rebecca Mays in our media channel about The Sims. And Paladin will post something. Oh, and Encantador's going to post something about Beethoven and heavy metal. And if you have not followed, give us a follow if you like. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you do, it is much appreciated. And when we get 500 followers, I will do a 12-hour stream. I think. I think that's what we'll do. I don't like that's the current. Yes, I don't know. 12-hour stream. I don't know. I'll have to plan it. Figure out something. I don't know. I'll need cameras. But we'll do something. I don't know what it'll be. But it'll be a 12-hour stream. Maybe? Yes. Right? That's it. But we've got a while before we hit 500. So I've got a while before I have to worry about that at all. Hopefully it'll happen during the summer break. I know, right? A 12-hour stream. We'll just, I don't know. We'll do it. So everyone, I'm going to go and eat some food. And, oh, you know what? Encanto the Gamer, I'm pretty sure, is streaming right now. And so I'm going to throw a host over to Encantador. And I think everyone should say hi to Encantador, who is lovely. So everyone, I will see you all. I will catch you all on the flip side, my friends. So I'm going to send a host over there. Please say hello. This will not be an official raid because I have to eat some food, so I cannot hang out so much. And I have like too much work to do. It's actually a little bit. Encantador the Gamer. It's a little bit depressing, but I have admin stuff I have to do. I've got some grading and some admin and all that stuff, and I'm going to try to get a bunch of that done today, but also I need to work on my paper. So that's what's going to be going on. But we're going to flip over, hang over to Encanto the Gamer to say hello, and that's what we're going to do. And I will see you all on the Discord. I will see you on Thursday. I will see you on Saturday. And thank you so much for being here. And I think, you know what I need? I need a sign-off song. I need a sign-off song that I get to sing when I sign off my streams. That's my new mission, is to find a new sign-off song. Boom. That's it. That's all, my friends. Take care. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you on the flip side. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, that's not even the name. I wish so long. No, I want something even better. Encantador the Gamer. That's it. We're doing it. My way? Maybe my way. I want to find something that maybe, I don't know yet. I'm going to really ponder something that would be really sort of maybe a little funny as well. The song itself doesn't have to be funny, but singing as an ending song could be funny. I don't know. I'm going to ponder this. This will be the thing that I ponder in a shower. Ooh, I hit the button too fast. I hit the button too fast. But thanks for being here. Thanks, everyone. I'm cutting the stream. Hope that isn't it. It's this one. Thanks, everyone.